Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment of all judgment. I am your host, The Dark One, and I cannot even get my stream. I apologize. Anyways, today's just been a ridiculous day, ladies and gentlemen. Staying for work, someone had to be covered, did not know what they're doing, still working for minimum wage. We're still trying to work on my website and all that. An update will be coming up soon. I'm trying to aim it for tomorrow, but I don't know how soon I can get it done unless I can get some of the things done. I'm trying to get my advertisements out to show people exactly what I can do for a creative writer, a copywriter, a ghost writer, a transcriber, the heck, but it looks perfectly fine. And all that other good stuff. I'm just trying to get my business off the ground as much as possible, but no, things kind of have to be a bit stupid in order for them to get there. So we're trying to take our time. Well, in the meantime, we're going to take some time off of just everyday ridiculous nonsense and get right into it with Lost Judgment. So let's do it. Oh, that's a good track actually. Digital Fireflies. I wonder if you play that when you're. We'll find out soon enough. Anyways, I wanted to go over to the store to get myself some minutes. I was going to be tired, and I still want to go to the gym after this. I'm dead serious. I need to go to the gym after this, and I need to work out. It's just been kind of ridiculous. I had to restart my diet again, so I'm doing like a keto diet along with my intermittent fasting. Low carbs, all fats, all protein. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Come on, OBS. Pick it up. You know exactly what it is. So I'm still trying to go through the whole diet thing while also trying to do intermittent fasting. I just need to. And what's frustrating is I'm trying to also get in fit with the whole running session. You all know I love running. Running is just my favorite pastime to do. You know, I love running. Ever. So I'm trying to get better on that. And recently, updating your frame rate. Well, update it then, dude. What do you need me for? I think kind of weak right now. Matter. So, we already did a run. I'm still on the same record as I was before, which is not bad. It's kind of good, to be honest. But when you're repeating a run, you don't ideally want to stay in the same spot. You want to keep getting better. And that's exactly my goal, is just get good, Dark Souls style. Anyways, last time we were here, we were, oh right, we were trying to find out the origins of this cat, this good luck cat from this one guy who happens to be friends with detective girl, and apparently detective girl's grandfather must have owned that exact same cat, and that thing is like really bad luck, maybe. That with the ambient music right now. So, okay. Last time we were here, it was gasoline. And then, what's this? Thing is dripping. I'd wager it's gasoline based on the color and smell. Yeah, it goes all the way to the alley. See where we can track it. So we're going to follow it. Know if I can see any more traces of it. Here's more. I can see that. I feel like Sherlock Holmes. Just give me a magnifying glass and just literally go through the ground and just like find footsteps or something like that.
Nanda.
A plastic bottle inside. More gasoline smell. Does this mean? Yep. Fire of the poncho is actually arson. Who would make arson? Especially who would want to try to stop us? Who's the culprit? Why? No idea. But let's fill in the police and the guy at the shop on what we found first. I wish I knew Japanese. Yagami-san, how should we proceed with the investigation? Well, now that we know the fire at the pawn shop wasn't set, what I'd love to do is pin down on the firebug. Pin them down? How exactly? Well, I don't know anything about them, but they're obviously after the statue. Maybe we can just lure them out somehow? A solid enough idea. Where should we start? I suppose just meandering around town ought to do. How quick the pawn shop was a hit. Can't imagine it taking long. I see. Some genuine hard-boiled legwork, eh? A lot riskier than my usual investigations. Yeah, it's definitely going more dangerous than I like. That's why you ought to head back to. I think not. Please, allow me to continue. Amasawa, this is... I need to solve this myself, Higa. Please. Okay. Really have to be careful. Since we're in public. Got it? I'm basically a walking tragedy magnet. Yes, I promise. I'll be safe. So, where should we head first? Preferably somewhere that makes it easy to watch our backs while... How about we play darts? You want to play darts? Why? Only one person has to take their eye off their surroundings at a time. And if someone does come after us, you can always counter with some darts to the face. Okay. I have to give you points for the overall plan, but darts to the face? Make no mistake. I'm actually quite good at the game. I am solid enough to be able to hit a human. Really?
Yeah?
So, I think it'd be best if I handled it in the end. That's it. Just don't say that kind of thing to someone, maybe. Right. Well, after you? Well, we're not out here to play games, but this case has been a pretty big weight on Amasawa. Maybe it'd do her some good to blow off steam. Alright, so I guess we're playing darts. I never thought I'd be playing that. Hey there, Bar. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well for today. I hope your day's been a lot better than mine. It's been stupidly ridiculous. I don't want to speak too much on it, though, because no one likes to hear complaining and all that. Happy Monday. Oh, hey, yeah, happy Monday. Oh, sure, yeah. Monday's always been happy. Anything big happened? Nope, just still working at the circus, unfortunately. I was supposed to be streaming earlier today, dude. Veteran stuff didn't help me out with school. I had to call some people up, and I had to email some stuff. And then I'm trying to work on certain things for my website. Meanwhile, I'm also trying to keep an eye on the clock to see how much time I have left before I can eat anything, because I'm doing intermittent fasting with low keto diet. And at the same time, I have to try to do some pictures for my website, but I realize I need to clean up and shave to look professional. Oh, but I don't want to do that, though, because I gotta go to the gym yet. But I don't want to go to the gym yet because I haven't done any streaming yet. So I gotta do some streaming in order for me to do that, but if I didn't get any streaming, I need to get some energy drinks or stay awake and active. If I go over to the store, I come back here, I'm like, good lord, dude, so much of the whole day has just been, like, ridiculous. So I'm just kind of go back and forth. I'm not even planning to go to sleep tonight after I finish streaming. I need to go to the gym still. So I'm still working on a lot of that. Oh, by the way, I still need to read your paper. I still need to work on my paper. I still need to write my novel. I still need to finish up my other stories and all that. I just kind of am overwhelmed a bit right now, so... 2020 is the worst decade ever. It's the worst decade I've ever lived through. I mean, someone change my mind, please. Sure, let's play for a bit. Be sure you get your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for any suspicious individuals along the way, especially if they're approaching you. I can't even read today. What's going on? I'll be careful. At least this is a small place. Definitely see anyone come for us here. I sent you another paper that explains the trial and the chocolate fat. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll have to read that one too. Is it as short as the the other one that you sent me or not? Just curious. First to 1. Let's make it 301. I never thought a high school girl would want to play darts like in oh, for God's sakes, like in Persona 5, but here we are. Good. Hold up, let me focus right. Damn it. Focus. So much better than my previous, I'm telling you.
Yes.
They're both 3 pages, 1,000 words. My problem is whenever I'm reading, dude, I overthink everything I say, and I analyze everything that I accidentally go over 1,000 words. Sometimes it's 2,000 or something like that. How'd you get out there, sweetheart? So, like, currently, not bad. Currently, I'm working on the Amazing Digital Circus spoiler review. I'm already over 1,000. There's like so much I gotta talk about that film, why I like it, what I find kind of odd and don't quite as favorable in the film and all that. Like, I go over every small detail. Again, if you go to my website, you can see exactly why I do all that. I just did a whole analysis of the game Stranger Than Heaven based off of everything that I perceived in the trailer, and I think I'm pretty spot on the money of what's happening to it. I knew Pila is definitely going to play it and all that, but just the way it's being, the artistic choice that they're doing with that game, it's like, I don't know. Good lord, that's loud. It just makes me nervous. So I don't know if that's a flaw of mine where I just get way too into my own writing. It's just too much. I watched TADC actually. I don't know why people like the series. I felt like watching the whole thing just because a friend watched it, but he wasn't too social. Kinger, I love Kinger in that one. What I think is that a lot of people like about it is it has that existential angst that's within the story, and that we definitely see the characters go through. It's disguised as something very family friendly and very cutesy bootsy, but really underneath it is like a very dark layer of existentialism, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people tend to like it. Which one's the 30-pointer? Is it this one here, I believe? So when I first saw it, I didn't think it'd be for me, to be honest. Son of a bitch. I never thought it'd be. I never thought it would be for me. And I remember seeing the trailer for it, and one of the characters named Ragatha had a little monologue in the middle of that trailer where I was watching these very interesting designs of the characters, and it was essentially talking about going on these endless, almost pointless tasks and trying to accomplish something that just could not be achieved. And all the while you're doing it, you're starting to lose yourself, your identity, your name, and it starts to lose your mind. And I don't know what it was about those lines when I heard that for the first trailer of the Amazing Digital Circus. It kind of struck with me. You frickin' for real? Let's try again. Hold up. No one breathe. No one blink. No one move.
Yes.
Oh, it's only... Son of a bitch. Only double 7. I thought it was triple. Harlan Ellison? Who's Harlan Ellison? Is that a writer? Give me a moment. Harlan Ellison. Why do I feel like I should know? Harlan Ellison. Whoops. Wait, 20. Harlan. American writer. What else has Harlan Ellison wrote? Oh, look at that. There's Simpsons episodes of Harlan Ellison. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Single 7. Where the hell am I supposed to get a single 7? Oh, well, I don't know. Aim for the singles. That'd be kind of great. Son of a bitch. She's gonna win me. What did Harlan Ellison write? No, let me try again. She's gonna win, dude. She's gonna freaking win. Oh, he was the one that did. I won? What happened? Did I seriously win? I'm looking up Harlan Ellison. I just remembered that he's the same guy who did I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Yeah. So, Honestly, here's my thing. I never read it. I never read the book or the story. I want to actually sit down and read it, but I literally want to sit down and read it. Unfortunately, I've never got the chance to read it. So at some point, I'm going to look it up online. I hear it's a very short story, like really short, that I should be able to finish it up. I'm almost done with Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, by the way, so it should not be that hard to read. I didn't think I'd actually win that, but I won it. When he was alive, he was best known for his novella, who turned into a film, A Boy and His Dog. I've heard of that. I've heard of that film. I never seen it though. All right. Not bad, Yagami-san. Could I have gone easy on you? Oh, don't rub it in. So, did you see anyone suspicious yet? Yep. I kind of got too into the game and forgot to look around. That's okay, because Bart got me into too deep into Harlan Ellison and me discussing the Amazing Digital Circus, so don't worry about it. I kind of did the same thing too. Where the hell is Ziggy at, by the way? No one on Kick, unfortunately. Ziggy and everyone else is usually supposed to be here, including Pila, but that's... I forgot to look around. Oh, come on. You seriously weren't looking? I guess I sort of got into the zone there too, though. Looks like darts didn't make for the best cover activity. We should shift gears. What would work better for us? Good idea. Where could we watch out for potential assailants? How about the batting center? Dude, I don't like the batting centers in this game. Why there? We'll still be able to see anyone approaching us, in fact, it should be even better than darts. If one person does all the batting, the other can observe our surroundings without losing concentration on the game. Oh, okay, alright, okay. I heard the whoosh. First story was only like 45 minutes long as an audiobook, and it's so boring and edgy. It was written in a single day and night, and boy, does it show. A Boy and His Dog inspired the Fallout game. It's much better than I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. You ever play Disney Infinity? Nope. Don't know what that is. I don't think that do. Why do you think my favorite character... Who do you think their favorite characters from the ACDC? I'm gonna guess it's Jax. Everyone tends to like either Jax or Pomni. That's what I'm guessing. I would like to sit down and read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Just haven't had a chance yet, so we'll see. I've only seen the video game, actually, the video game portion of it. And what's interesting, I have a friend of mine. She shared me a bit of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, the video game, on Steam. And what's really interesting, in one of the levels, they show a circus tent in there that looks almost exactly like the circus tent from the Amazing Digital Circus. So I thought that was kind of interesting. In fact, I think Harlan Ellison, she told me that he did the voice for I Am in that story, or in the video games. I gotta read it at some point. I know that Wendigoon had a video of it. I don't want to watch it though. I want to read the book first before listening to it. And even better, a bat makes for a much more effective defensive weapon than darts. Yes, he played Am in the video game. Yep, that's what I heard. I see. Well, I'll handle the defense part for us, but let's get over there before something bad can happen to it here. Oh, so his name is Am. Okay, I thought it was I Am. Neither do I. I hate...
問題だと思うが。そのことはあまり考えたくはないですね。真実から目を背けていいのか？受験という真実から。もうやめて。やれやれ。そちらですね。
We're starting to smell a little bit of Amasawa-san this time around that I don't normally see, so kind of interesting. We're starting to see a little side of her that we were not expecting to run into. Okay. Harlan and James Cameron over Terminator, and two James Cameron over Terminator, and one due to plagiarism claim of the 2 Outer Limits episodes. Wait, what? He sued James Cameron for the Terminator? Terminator is not a word-for-word plagiarism of "I have no mouth and I must scream," is it? Or the claim of 2 Outer Limit episodes? Did he write the Outer Limit episodes or something like that? Oi. That's what every Terminator film ends with, based on the works of... Really? I did not know that. Because I was under the impression that the Terminator idea came from a nightmare that he constantly had, where he was chased by a robot or something like that, or a cybernetic being, or a cybernetic organism, rather. I did not know that they actually said... Actually, I should actually probably check it out, because I have both of the... I love the original Terminator movies. I have both of them, but I never saw that in the credits. I gotta check that out, though. Let's see, 21 minutes in, we still got plenty of time. We're gonna try to make this a whole 3 hours for the stream. I know before I wanted to do 2, just that I think that it's gonna be too much. And if I'm gonna get some followers, I gotta do something that I enjoy, which I do enjoy doing this, but I don't want to be too burnt out. So I always recommend I do 3 hours. It claimed to be plagiarizing The Soldier of Tomorrow and A Man with a Glass Hand. Those are 2 outer episode limit names. They're barely similar to the final film. The lawsuit wouldn't happen today. But it wouldn't happen today, but there was just enough details that was done during the 80s or something like that, I'm assuming, or the 90s, I'm assuming, since you were talking about Terminator 2. Cameron was the one that did both of those. But I couldn't get that. Cool. No, yeah, but I still, regardless, I did like the Amazing Digital Circus. I thought it was good the way it ended. Not exactly the way I would have liked it to end, but it was good. So, if you read the article, I give it a 7 out of 10. And seeing episode 9 recently coming out and actually checking it out, I think I still stand by that critique, but there's still some things that kind of bother me about it that I'm going to be addressing in the paper at some point. Just, we'll see. Just reach a settlement. It's honestly very odd. Both episodes are boring. I haven't seen... Yeah, no. Hey, Ziggy, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I saw it on YouTube. I only saw half of it, so I still stand by my opinion that it should have been a companion ending episode. It should not have been a movie. If they were going to do a movie, that would have been fine, but it should not have been those 2 episodes. It should have ended the same way how, like, Neon Genesis Evangelion did, where they would have those 2 episodes that were companion episodes that set the tone of exactly that grand finale. I need to see more Outer Limits. I first watched Dr. Loomis episode because that's the episode that's shown in Hackers. I haven't seen any of those right there. I think the Outer Limits was the 90s as well. I was more of an X-Files guy back in the 90s. That show scared the shit out of me as a kid, by the way. But no, I still think it was okay. It was still good. But there are some things about it that just bother me. Left out details that I'm not too sure whether to dismiss it as lazy writing or lore theory isms, and I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that, to be honest. Oh, 50s or 60s. Okay, so if you're talking about that time, then I'm a Twilight Zone guy. I'm definitely a Twilight Zone guy. I love Rod Serling's. I've never seen the original Outer Limits. I knew there was other ones in the 90s and all that, so I had no idea that there was actually original ones. By the way, I don't even like the remade Twilight Zone stuff that they have nowadays. It's just garbage. The original Rod Serling, just great. That man was fighting the same wars that we were fighting today. It's so crazy how this guy saw into the future when he was writing those episodes, man. Nice, made it safely. Let's get right to it so we don't look suspicious. Right, act natural. All right, Slugger, show me what you got. I don't have that much. Trust me, I suck at these baseball mini games right here. Huh? You're not gonna bat on Masala? Let's just say I'm more literally inclined than I am athletically inclined. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Bro, I don't know. There's just too... Look, I know you like to ask those questions. What is your favorite of this and all that? That's one of those questions where I don't know which one it is because there's so many interesting episodes that I can think of. I remember one of them that kind of made me think was the I didn't see it, but I saw like little clips of it on YouTube. But one of the ones that really kind of made me think a bit back in the day was where the guy who always loved to read and always like read books and all that, it was his form of escapism, and everyone hated it for him. So one day while he's at the bank doing his own thing, he decides to go down into the like the cellar of the vault and all that, and he reads that there's an H-bomb going on, and then boom, a bomb goes off. He goes back up to the surface after his break, and everything and everyone is wiped out. And seeing that he's the only one in the world, he thought he was actually kind of happy about it. But then over time, he hates it. He hates all the loneliness that he's about to take his own life, until he actually stumbles upon a library of all these books he could read for the rest of time, and he's very happy about that. And just as he's about to reach out for his first book, his glasses slip off and it breaks. And then there's that famous line that we've heard repeated so many times, including in Family Guy, where he's like, "No, it's not fair. There was so much time and all that." So I remember that. That was one episode that really kind of got to me. There's another one that recently came to me, is where these two astronauts go to this one planet, and one of them finds a small colony of little people. These are microscopic people. And he actually helps and gives it to him, and then they kind of worship him like a god or whatever. And at one point, they built a statue of him, and he's filled with like a lot of pride that they look up to him. And then like he gets like this ego, this pride, and his captain's telling him, "Dude, we should get going and leave because we got things that we gotta do." I can't remember what it was. And he says that he wants to stay, and he actually acts like a tyrant to the little people. He actually starts like bullying them. He starts telling them what he wants and all that. And then as he's doing this, other giants come by in this planet and actually see him as this little man compared to all these other... Yeah, that's it. So, and then they start to bully him. And then after, when he's like torn down from his deity sort of position, the little people tear down his statue, and just like, oh, I just love that. It's just like so poetic. It was really, really good. Richard Matheson, Damon Nye, James Bickley, my other science fiction authors contribute to the show. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Did he predict it, or did he get some help from outside our realm? All of this and more in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, right. It was a good show. I really love those 1950s shows, man. They were great. You know, pretty sure even a bookworm can swing a bat. Still, a bit too hard-boiled for a detective work of my taste. Okay, just keep an eye out while I swing a few. Can't have everyone sneaking up on us. What I really loved about that show is that it's almost like a product of its own time, where you get to see the anxieties of what 1950s Americans went through, even through the 60s and all that, during the Cold War, and this existential crisis of this new fear of the hydrogen bomb and all that, and that people can be wiped out in the blink of an eye. So it's really interesting. Will the real Martian police stand up? I think I remember that episode. Can't remember what, but yeah. Right, leave it to me. There was a lot of interesting episodes in that show, and I really did enjoy watching it. It kind of scared me. It creeped me out as a kid, but then like nowadays I find it kind of like very interesting. Highway Cafe, I don't think I've seen that one. If I could, I would like to have all the... Oh, hold on, let me focus. Oh, dude. Curveball. Foul my ass. I don't like these. There we go. Oh, it's a triple. Oh, baby, triple! Oh, it's a home run. Very nice, very nice. Oh my god. I suck at this game. There we go. Yes. Home run. I'd be so good at the Amazing Digital Circus, right, Ziggy? Playing softball in here.
Yes.
Hold up. I gotta focus. Okay. Okay, gang. I don't know what's going on, or why is going on, or who is going on, or when it's going on, but I know where it's going on, and it's out there on that field.
Yes.
Ziggy, disappearing guy singing the national anthem. Oh, say. Why do I love the melancholy of Haruki Suzumiya so much? What are your favorite shows? Don't have any. Too many that I like, dude. Amazing Digital Circus, Cowboy Bebop, The X-Files, Game of Thrones up to season 5, Chernobyl's excellent. Read or ROD the TV. I cannot. Do you remember ROD the TV, Ziggy? Do you remember ROD the TV? Yeah, King is the best dad. What else? Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing. There's just so much. Now, why did I like Melancholy so much? It's because it subverted my expectations. I thought it was going to be a regular high school girls drama, and it turned out to be something else. It subverted my expectations. I was not expecting it to be what it was. And the way it starts off, I actually thought I would hate it, because that first episode was so god-awful. It was so cheesy, but that was the point. That was exactly the point. And then when you get to the very end where you realize, oh, this is actually a terrible independent high school drama made by a terrible director who thinks she knows what she's doing, but she doesn't really know. And we see that iconic, you know, camera twirl of the introduction of Haruki Suzumiya. And I'm like, who is that? And it ends just like that, which I was like, what the fudge was that? Then on the second episode, that's where you get the real intro. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then every episode was like, you could see that there was like some sort of connection, but it wasn't apparent because they were all like scattered across each other. I was like, what is happening? So I don't know. What was your favorite moment on the episode? Which episode? Which episode do you mean? Oh, are you having a day off? I guess so. Kind of weird. What was your favorite moment in this series? It's where he goes. It's where he goes to visit Yuki Nagato, and she confesses that she's actually an alien. And then, I don't know why. When I saw that part, it reminded me of Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, or at the very end of that, where everything that we see is just a facade and something else is going on. That moment where, like, it starts to slowly boil over, that reality is not exactly what we think it is, it's really good. By the way, that's also the same episode and the first show where I learned the word uchuji. No, she says uchuji. That's an alien. I'm pretty certain. I know she acts like a robot, but I think she's no. To my discredit, I could not finish the Endless. I saw the first 3 episodes, and I could not finish it. And then I remembered there was the disappearance of Haruki Suzumiya, and I just didn't get to that either. Give me a moment. I guess so. Kind of weird. Usually, because I usually get a few more hits in like that. Well, it happens to us all. Wait, what? Hold on. Right, leave it to me. Are you having an off? I got a B. What are you talking about? I got a B. A B is an acceptable, good grade. I don't know what you're talking about. Noron. You know, it's not going to be for everyone. I'll tell you that much. Not everyone that I knew liked the series, but I liked it. I didn't finish up. Endless 8 though. I love the first season though. It happens to us all, I suppose. Great. The bookworm has to make me feel better here. Sure worked up a sweat in there. Have some water. Oh, that's really sweet of her. My favorite was when the popular girl tries... Oh, that's right! That's right! Yeah, I remember that episode. Bro, like, she was actually cute too, but, like, you know she was off her cuff and all that. She was, like, off her rocker. When she was just smiling and just, like, trying to be the happiest little assassin trying to frickin' murk the guy. And I was like, son of a bitch. This is terrifying. And then Nagatoro, I can't remember her name is. You had to come in there and actually stop her and all that. It was actually kind of a really cool fight scene, but that was interesting. Have some water. Oh, thank you.
Nah.
And, by the way, I went over the whole. I went over the whole scene where they were doing the whatchamacallit. They were doing the mystery episode, and you were right. Every movement in there, I don't know why I didn't recognize it. Every movement in there is freaking Phoenix Wright, Attorney at Law. I don't know why I didn't see that before, but it's totally a Phoenix Wright, you know. Ryoko Sakura, yeah. Did you see the chibi version? The chibi version. Yeah, I did see it. I actually did like it too. It was cute. So unlock spotting one. Yeah, about that. I've seen someone who's suspicious people, but no one who's seen Kane saying. I see. Why don't we take a short break for now? Okay. That's the one that I didn't see. I didn't see the disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan. No, I want to at some point. Just, I don't know, when life cuts me some frickin' slack. Why are you taking that out right now? You really want to take that out right now? That's bad luck. That thing's cursed, I'm telling you.
Nah.
Hey, Amasawa, can I ask you something? What is it? Is your grandfather the reason you started the Mystery Research Club?
Hi.
Yes, in fact. He's the reason I grew so obsessed with mysteries in general. It's been a very big influence in my life. So, you yourself becoming a mystery author in the future? I certainly hope so. No more than that. I believe it's something I must do. Really?
Hi.
Yes. Truth be told, my dream is to complete his unfinished masterpiece. Oh, do you have any unfinished manuscript of his? I do. When he passed away, he was in the midst of completing the final entry of his most popular series. He got roughly halfway through the draft, but he didn't write anything about the most crucial part. The duel revealed the culprit in the method. He didn't leave any notes behind, even a hint towards any hints towards what they could be. So no one knows how he meant to finish the book. Sounds like you've got some real work on your hands. Indeed. Although, I recently realized something that could be the potential answer to the mystery. Damn, you really are good. A language, dude, that's a young lady right there. I have to send a copy to someday for that one. Let me know if you figure it out before you get to the end. Thank you. Hold on, I know you guys are saying stuff. I just want to stay focused on this. Excuse me. Huh? What's going on? What's happened? Where are you going? What is going on? Who's watching from there? What was that about?
Nah.
Hey, what's going on? Yagami-san, please keep eye contact and chatting.
Huh?
Why? There's a man across the street who keeps looking at us. There is? Who the hell is that? Now that I think of it, he was at the arcade too. Followed us here? Seems so. He wasn't acting suspicious there at first. But later, when I took off with the statue and hid from his sight, he was looking around in a panic. He'd lost sight of something. So you think he's after us this whole time? Yes, I presume so. Yagami-san, how about we take a bit of a calculated risk? What is it you want to calculate? Alright. If I stay here and distract him, would you be so willing to slip out and look back around him? That way you can catch him before he has a chance to escape. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's a solid plan. I'll go over to him real quick. Gotta find the back door first. I know where that's at. I took screenshots of every Chibi episode since I loved it so much. Watch it it's 4.5 hours. It starts with the Christmas party. All the characters are normal, and Yuki is massively autistic. So she also lives with Ryuko. That's the green-haired chick, right? Or is that the actual the popular girl that Ziggy talks about? With the cookie knife at the point where it scares Kyo. Have you heard of Flannery? Yeah, Flannery O'Connor's the writer of James Bond, I believe, right? 007. XD. They did it like all Phoenix Wright in the Miles. I noticed the whole freaking Miles Edgeworth. It was Kyon, not Kyon. The main character's friend. He's all like this. No. Oh, Ian Fleming. This is gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Ian Fleming. Flannery O'Connor didn't she write I don't know why I said that. I feel like an idiot. Flannery O'Connor, didn't she write A Good Man Is Hard to Find? I'm pretty sure it was A Good Man Is Hard to Find. Got a spy. He was published all the time in Playboy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I've heard of Good Man Is Hard to Find. I do want to read it at some point, but yeah. There was another one. I'm thinking of Faulkner for some reason, because I know there's that one Burning Barn. I think that was Faulkner that did it, but for some reason, I'm thinking about that with Flannery O'Connor, so forgive me. I don't know why I am. You'll definitely see me coming from here. Playboy tended to just have literature that tended by grown men. I was born at the wrong time, man. Me, Playboy, me love writing and all that. I would have made millions. William Faulkner wrote Barn Burn. That's right. Thank you. That's the one. I don't know why I related the two of them together, even though they're not. So my apologies. It was the exact same pose, dude. Definitely see coming from here. How can I sneak up on him without getting caught? Use a bloody drone, I guess. I don't know. Or go the long way around. Maybe I'll just collect it from a distance. Can we use, I can't use the... Oh. Jackets. Right, he recognized me because I did see him with his, hold on. I guess he did see me with Amasawa in a few different places. How can I sneak up on him without getting caught? That's not going to be extra tough since he knows what I look like right now. So, do I go around then? I didn't mean to do that, actually. Not there like a ladder or something like that. Damn it. No, okay. My favorite story first published in Playboy is The Illustrated Woman by Ray Bradbury, published in... That's crazy. I did not know that. So what can I do? I have to gather help from a distance. Can't go out there. They won't let me use a drone for some reason, which is annoying. I don't know why they...
Yosh, yosh. Yosh, yosh.
Doggo?
Kita na.
Oh. The jacket. Maybe if I change disguises? I mean, could work. Let's go with the ninja style. Why the hell not? It actually worked. I think so. Alright, this... I wasn't actually sure that would actually work. But the fact that the irony of all this, the absolute irony is that he's trying to disguise himself. So he doesn't wear the jacket or anything like that. He tries to blend in with everyone else. But the irony is he's dressed up as a ninja. A sort of form of espionage that's supposed to blend in when that sort of clothing absolutely does not blend in. It's so great. I love the irony in this. There's so much irony. I love it. Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. There's also The Fly by George Longling. I've seen. Is that where the movie's based off of? Was turned by the film. Yeah, Vincent Price. I remember Vincent Price in that film right there. I kind of want to see the one with Jeff Goldblum, but I've heard a lot about it. It's kind of gross, and I'm kind of nervous of actually watching it, dude. Body horror can kind of put me off sometimes. Funny thing about Ray Bradbury, he was born in my hometown, and we have a statue of him next to the public. Really? I guess it means I gotta go visit you then, Z. The absolute irony of this man dressed as a ninja. Hey. Huh? Who are you? Can't you see? I'm the Dark Legend. Wait, you're with that girl. And you're the firebug at the pawn shop, right? Huh. Yagami-san. Amasawa, keep away. Ah, the cat. The lucky cat. Who is this guy? Oh, do you want this? I want it because it's evidence, right? Because of what's still on it? Ah, you saw it? You saw it. Evidence. Evidence of what? Saw what, pray tell? Is there something on this cat that could put you away for good, perhaps? Oh, I think I know what's going on. What? Excellent bluff, Amasawa. You led him right to where you wanted him. What?
What?
Now we have the final confirmation. So what is it on this cat that could get you into so much trouble? You try to burn down a pawn shop over this thing. What's on the cat that you need gone so badly? Who knows? Answer us. What do you know about Kitana Amasawa's death? Hey, I said stay back. Yeah. Eep. Hand it over. What? How dare you? Ow. By the way, I don't know if you guys ever got kicked in the shins by a girl, dude. That shit, like, legit hurts. Girls just know how to hurt guys physically and mentally and spiritually, man. I'm telling you.
Amasawa.
Jeez, Amasawa. I thought you said you weren't suited for the hard-boiled work, right? I suppose I was a bit rambunctious when I was little. Still have what it takes to raise a bit of hell when we... He's adorable. You fuckers. Hey, language, that's a young lady. I'm just gonna kill you both and take the thing. Okay, Amasawa, it's my job from here on. Stay back, seriously. He's saying this as he's wearing a shinobi outfit, dude. He's saying this as he's wearing a shinobi outfit. I felt like writing a true Playboy version of that story where it's cute. Kel Silverstein-esque poem with a bunny girl goes through the teleporter with a bunny and swaps ears with it. And know how to hurt others too. I know. I'm in a different way than women. I'm telling you. I'm not blaming women, by the way. I'm just saying they know really how to get into men's minds. I'm just gonna do this as the ninja. Pass. Beautiful, very beautiful. By the way, did you guys please don't say that. No more. The last, actually, no, that's fine. I'll take that over the first guy saying, what was it, Ryan Acosta? He's like, believe it. Gah.
What?
Hey. Great. Out cold. Let's tie him up just in case. Datte bayo. What do you think of mysterious? What are these questions you're asking me, man? These are random questions. Mysterious Mare do well. Isn't that the one? One of the, I remember one of the ponies wanted to, it's been way too long, man. I remember, I think that's the one where they made a Darkwing Duck reference with that character. And, one of the ponies, I think it was either Rainbow Dash or someone, wanted to be like her. So she tried to do everything like her. But then it turned out that, Twilight was just trying to teach her a lesson of like trying to be more humble and less egotistical about trying to make yourself virtue signaling and trying to do all these good things or something like that. It's been way too long, but something like that. And yeah, I remember that episode. I remember liking that episode just because they made that Darkwing Duck episode, and they even made a Batman the Animated Series episode. No, Daring Do, that's the one that she's more like Indiana Jones. That's a different one. That's a different one. Why am I saying all this, dude? This is embarrassing right here. I should be playing this right here. My brain works the same way as the riddle as to why fire trucks are red. Because of fire. I don't know. I have no clue. That ought to do it. It got all gross. Why is that? Yagami-san, considering how this man reacted to the cat, I believe that there's at least one secret to it we don't know. Considered to be one of the worst episodes, but I love the episode. How is it? It is? I thought it was an okay episode. I mean, I can think of like other worse episodes, but I didn't think it was that bad. People just have their own opinions on certain things. That's the reason why the final episode of The Amazing Digital Circus was completely divided. Some people really hated it. Some people really loved it. I'm kind of in the middle. I try to have a bit of nuance. I still don't think it should have been one whole episode or one whole movie. Yeah, Mysterious Mare Duel, like what Bart's talking about. I think it's because of all the Rainbow Dash simps misinterpreting it. Probably. I liked Rainbow Dash. I was just more of a I'm more of a Flutter guy. I've always been more of a Flutter guy. So they like season 4 finale a lot. I hated it. I don't think I saw season 4 finale actually. I think this is where I was telling you that like that and Ruby, I stopped at season 3. I believe there's at least one secret we don't know. Yeah, one that neither of your family or the police knew about at the time either. If that's the case, it's not going to be easy to discover. But I can't say that there's absolutely nothing to it. After all, it was one of my grandfather's most cherished rare possessions. Yagami-san, why don't we give it another thorough looking over? Yeah, good idea. What, the cat? Oh, I love this music, by the way. No, sorry, Bart. That's not ringing any bells. Like I said, I stopped. I stopped a long time ago. It was around the 3rd episode. It's the one where I saw the one where Twilight goes to the human realm, sees their opposites, and still, weirdly enough, Spike is a dog and all that. I saw that, and then she becomes like a tricorn and all that. He gets the horn and the wings and all that. I saw 3 episodes into that season, and then that was it. It was just getting kind of weird for me. I did see the mention of Weird Al in the reference to Weird Al in that, and that's where I kind of knew that this was not meant for Alicorn thing. I knew this was not meant for kids. Period. Like, it's meant for kids, but there was like there was some references to like what older folks would understand. There was also the Big Lebowski reference, which I love so much. That movie makes me laugh. I love that movie. Sometimes I think there's a lot of old stories I'm missing out on. Lots of old texts, and then I read the Odyssey and Sirens Appear. Yeah. The Shining. I love that movie. I love The Shining. I love the Odyssey. I love that. Bioshock. I gotta go back to play Bioshock. We're gonna do like a System Shock. What do you mean The Big Lebowski sucks? I love that film. That film's great. That film is so amazing. It makes me laugh. What's wrong with The Big Lebowski? There's a slight gap around the neckline. Really? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? Where you fuck the stranger in the ass. This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? And it's the wrong guy. Oh, the Jesus. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Jesus, basically. Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, that's just the Coen brothers films and all that. Just because I like the film doesn't mean I approve of the messaging and all that. You know, no, I get that. You know, just because I find the film whatchamacallit, just because I like the film doesn't mean I approve of everything they have. You know, the strange toad thing. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, you know. I mean, it's the Coen brothers. They're. Yeah, I know. And at least I'm housebroken. That was funny too and all. Hey, at least I'm housebroken. This is what happens when you find a man in the Alps. Yeah, I remember that. No, yeah, I do still love it just because of the ridiculousness and all of that, and the fact that the fact that it kind of takes a play on the whole film noir genre and just kind of laughs at it, you know. It's funny, and the fact that it's this guy who's the main hero and he's an absolute loser hippie, you know, it makes me just laugh. Shut up, Don. And Walter's my favorite character. Like that's the funny thing. He always has he's always trying to cope with the fact that he's not so dominant when he's trying to be dominant. He tries to bully Donnie, but he always comes off as kind of a buffoon and all that. It's funny. To me, I just find that hilarious. You know, and the over talking of their dialogue, like it's almost like these guys, even like the movie has no idea where it's going. It's great, you know. You ever get scared to go to hell? No, because I got Jesus in me. That's all. At the crucifix, brother. I'm reading through the Bible right now, so no, I'm not. Let me put it to you this way. I am not these Puritan sort of Christians because they're the ones that kind of abandoned the artistic campus and the academic campus and allowed the left to actually take it over. All right, they allowed the postmodernists and everyone else to take it because they surrendered the field of art and of academia and of would there be anyone else? Because that's it. That seems. Oh, and humanity. I don't know why they did it. It was kind of a stupid idea because now they're the ones pretty much controlling all of everything in entertainment and culture. Yes, that wasn't a good idea then, was it? It wasn't a good idea to condemn Harry Potter as something satanic, then was it? Kind of screwed that up then, did you? You know. What I'm saying is exactly when they try to say that you're a sinner, they try to establish themselves with this high ground mentality of morality and all that. And, you know, they always blame anyone else that tries to do anything else as someone who is the sinner that cannot be repented and all that. It's that sort of dogma. It's the sort of dogma that the atheists see them as the stereotypical Christians. And I can't stand that. I cannot stand that imagery, you know? That's why I try to be a bit more nuanced, you know? I'm not the one who's going to try to judge other people harshly. Well, I will judge people when the time is right. But if I'm going to nitpick over everyone doing something terrible, or even like something that's just, what's the word? If I'm going to be pedantic about it, you know, I'm not going to do it, you know. I'm not pretty sure about that part of that. It's been done. Like, there's a reason why, you know. There's a reason why they have that stereotype, you know. Really? A gap? I thought this was all one big molded peak. Look right here. It's more apparent now that it has mud in it. Must have been from when it got dropped earlier. How odd. Why could it be there? Hmm? Oh, the collar. Hmm? This eyeball jiggles a little. Actually, I can push it. I can push it in a bit too. Did you guys hear that? Oh, you're right. Interesting. That eyes are actually separate parts. Why make something so elaborate? I'm not so sure. I heard it breathing. I heard it breathing or making a weird noise. A jiggly eye and a gap around the neck. I wonder if they have any function. It's supposed to open up, isn't it? If the eyes and the neck are... You know, if the eyes and neck are... Could it be? An eye for the truth will eventually find the way. Hold on to that keen eye and take a good look around you. It's like the cat suit in Super Mario World. What? Super Mario 3D World. I never played that one. I wish I could play more Mario games, man. Seriously. Sorry, I just remember my grandfather saying this once. While holding the cat, he said it with pride, but it always stuck out as somewhat odd to me. Maybe he was giving me a hint all the way back then? A hint to how the cat works? Sometimes he'd give me clues to see how, excuse me, if I could pick up the mystery as a sort of game. I see, but what do you think he meant by it? Oh, Rosalina's always been my favorite. I'm in love with that woman. That woman is just, mwah. I love Rosalina. I think if I could, I think she'd probably be my favorite Nintendo gal. No, that's not true. Okay, probably my favorite Mario gal, Super Mario gal. My favorite Nintendo gal would probably be Samus, I think. I would need some time to think about that. Zig, out of all the Super Mario princesses, which one's your favorite? Same guy that made the Catholic Link art in Link to the Past created Rosalie. Really? Interesting. I did not know that. By the way, that was that stuff is very beautiful. By the way, Thomas Aran is a princess and a contortionist. Perhaps we were supposed to hold on to the. I mean, yeah, dude, to get in that small little ball and just roll into places. Princess Daisy's for me. Yeah, you look like the Daisy type. Do you see those those very beautiful pictures of Daisy where they talked about her tan skin and all that, dude? Like, and like, there's like a lot of fan photos of her and all that. Apparently, she was like all the hype last month recently. I don't know what it was. I think it was the movie. Her personality, dude, should have been the Peach in the movie, because that Peach was not Peach when I saw the movie. By the way, I didn't bother seeing the second film because I don't think it just didn't look that good. I need to collect more Daisy Oasis Desert Arabian art. I love it when she's in that attire, dude, because oh, she just looks gorgeous. She's just mwah, this beautiful diamond of the desert, man. But yeah, no, I think if you actually check that out, Ziggy, like there was a lot of beautiful art of her. So by the way, please be sure to share it on the art section of the Discord. I appreciate that. Perhaps we're supposed to hold on to the eye and make the head go around. Look around. Yeah, we should hold on to this eye and place this in the head. Oh, I see. You hold onto the keen eye and make the head take a good look around. Right. Leave it to the wordsmith, huh? What do you say we give it a try? Yeah, I've always been a Rosalina guy, though, dude. There's something about Rosalina, dude, that's just, like, there's something about her that has that gorgeous aura and, like, the mother of the stars. Not literally a real mother, but, dude, do I got a chance with her then, if that's the case. And just the way she is just, oh, so good. Too bad they don't use more of her in the games. When was the last time she had a big role in a game that wasn't Mario Kart? Or good question. Ziggy, could you look that up for Bart? That's actually a very good question. His question is, when was the last time she had a big role in a game that wasn't Mario Kart or tennis? This is for Princess Daisy, mind you. That's a very good question. I don't know. Because I think that's like the only way I know her from is from Super Smash Brothers, Kart, or tennis. Or Smash Slugfest, or whatever it's called, and Strikers. I don't know her in any other games where she had like a story role. Rah! Oh, it turned. The arm? Yagami-san, look. It actually meowed. Whoa! It just screeched. Wow! So it's a trick statue. I bet this is what your grandfather was hinting at. Yes, of course, but no one in my family had an idea it could do that. It appears, yes, it has a secret compartment. Looks empty, though. Smudge. No fingerprints. And a dark red stain all dried up. Is it? Yeah, no mistaking this time. That's blood. Oh, I'm so screwed. Masaka. Then let me take a guess. That fingerprint's yours? And this blood belongs to Kitan Amasawa. doesn't it? He murdered him? Who is this guy? How does he know him? Answer me. What do you know about this? Kitana Masawa. Kitana Masawa. My grandfather. Did you have something to do with his death? Your Oh, I see. You're the man's granddaughter, huh? To think his granddaughter would be the one who caught me 7 whole years later. Please, answer me. Huh. Guess there's no getting away with this now. And I'm just so tired. Fine, I'll tell you. What do you think of Princess Peach's Vibe Scepter? Give me a moment. Let me do my research. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, and I'm kind of nervous of looking it up. There's a magical artifact in the 2005 DS game Super Princess that controls your emotions of joy, rage, gloom, and calm. Discovered by Bowser on Vibe Island, the scepter allows the user to manipulate the moods of others while with Bowser use the kidnap. Oh wait, isn't that the one where she has her own standalone like game and all that? Princess. I remember she had like a standalone game. That's where she. Oh, Super Princess Peach. Wait, that's not right. No. That can't be it. Is it Super Princess Peach? Or is that literally what it is? Was she not playable in the Switch with Mario platforming games? Well, that's what I want to know, because I could have sworn she should have been at least in one of those, but I can't remember one where she's in it. So if that's the one you're referring to, Bart, I don't know, because I've heard it, I've seen it, but I've never played it. It does look interesting with all the little costumes she can be in, but it's typical Nintendo. That's typical Nintendo, by the way. I just never played it. I would love to, but dude, this economic climate sucks. I hate it. This golden age of America sucks, man. Alright, let's hear for the truth of what happened to Kitana Masawa. Finally, Amasawa and the rest of her family can get some closure. The incident 7 years ago. Let's start with that. It happened 7 years ago. Like you know. I was past my eyeballs and dead. So am I, dude. You don't do this shit, though. Okay? I needed to look for a lot of money, and I needed it by sunrise. That's when I spotted the biggest mansion in the whole neighborhood. Oh, I'd heard some cookie famous author lived there. So, you snuck into the house that night. Yep. If God, Lord Almighty, if you're ever out there and you hear me, if I ever become this famous author that managed to make millions, I will tell everyone it was you that got me to the top. That's right, I will do what Steve Harvey did and tell you it was you that got me success. Give me success and I will praise your name. Seriously. No, yeah, you still have after. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure there's some artists of some taste that do that sort of thing. I'm sure even Ziggy knows about that. But yeah, I mean, like, it's the internet, man. People are gonna do what they're gonna do because they're humans. I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it until you brought it up. In fact, when you brought it up, I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna turn out to be some sort of naughty toy, isn't it? So, the place was huge and all the lights were off. Figured I wasn't getting caught. But Ranpo was out in the yard, our dog. I'm sure he would have barked at you. He was too busy chowing down the rice ball I tossed him. Oh, Ranpo. Sometimes you're too sweet.
No.
What did you do? He's still wearing the ninja outfit, by the way. What did you do next? I went looking for his study as fast as I could. I assumed all the real goods would be either stashed away or on display in there. It was late enough that I figured everyone would be asleep. But when I found the study and peeked inside, I saw the old man, just barely lit up with a candle. That sounds like me, dude. I would spend like 4 o'clock in the morning trying to write on something, or I would work on my website, dude. And it's a pain in the ass, I'm telling you this. He fiddled around the cat's head, opened the thing up, and took something out. What was it? I couldn't believe it. Inside the cat, the old man had a bar of gold. Oh, wow, I wish I had a bar of gold, too. I checked on Daisy. She literally just had a big role in Super Mario Land in '89. Game Boy, then that's it. Really? They gotta put her in more games, dude. I think she's a really underrated character, to be honest. I love Rosalina, but I will definitely defend and hold my ground and say that she's really underutilized and underrated. So, have you seen the official original concept of Wah Peach? I had no idea of what a Wah Peach is. Is that supposed to be like the Twisted Sister, or not the Twisted Sister? Because I know Wario, he's not a brethren, but he's kind of like a twisted version of Mario. Is that the same thing with Wah Peach? I've never heard of Wah Peach. I've never heard of a Wah Peach. A bar of gold. Way he was grinning at it, I knew it was real. Had to be worth millions. I jumped at him without even thinking. We tussled for a bit, so I grabbed the cat and I whacked him in the head with it. How could you? And then you took the gold and ran off. Yeah, thought I was gonna be made for life, damn it. And in the end, goddamn loan shark just swiped it from me and pretended it never happened. But how'd you get out? The cell was locked when the police arrived. Oh, that. Locked room. Just like the story, locked room. I panicked after accidentally offering the guy. This went from simply robbery to a potential homicide fast. I made myself focus and I came up with an idea. I used the cat's arm gimmick to make the whole thing look like an accident. Huh? What do you mean? You'll see. Should happen any time now. What are you talking? Huh? It closed by itself? It closed? Real smart, that old man. It's built so it closes back up automatically. How does that work? The arm spraying back into the same with surprising force. Yep, that's what I used. Oh, I see. You rigged it up to the window, didn't you? Yep. Sounds like the apple didn't fall from the tree. Mind explain, Amasawa? What I imagined happened was he stacked some books by the window and put the statue on top with its arm lowered, mind you. I also assume he arranged the books rather unstably so that it would collapse. By placing the cat in the right spot, its paw would shoot upwards and engage the window lock, effectively sealing the room. He must have slipped out of the window after quickly... Oh, I see. This is what he did to lock the room. Okay, I get it. I see. Wah Peach. Okay, so Ziggy's obviously heard of her. I haven't, though. For Mario Tennis 2000 for the N64, they needed to make a partner for Wario and made Waluigi. They considered a Wah Peach for Peach before giving her Daisy. I was not aware of this. I was not aware of a Wah Peach. Hey, Ziggy, send me a Wah Peach picture or something like that. There's so many Mario characters that could create more levels, but decide not to use them. There's so many barely used characters that can easily make great stories. I love seeing those forgotten Mario characters lists on YouTube, like King Quartz, the Bomb Mouse, Kid Bowser, and many others. Didn't they bring back the other lover that Mario had before Pete? Wasn't it Polly, Lucy? I can't remember. It was the one that was in the original Mario Donkey Kong game where Mario has to climb the ladders and jump over the barrels. Paulina, thank you. Yeah, I know she was in Mario Odyssey. I don't think she was anything after that, but yes, I do remember her being in there. He must have slipped out of the window after quickly arranging the scene and then waited, hoping to see the gimmick play out as he planned before he could be caught. But when the time arrived, the paw shot up, whacking the window lock closed. Wow. With enough force to knock over both the cat and the stack of books. Pretty smart. Pretty clever. This was the window right in front of the spot where my grandfather laid. The scene must have ended up looking like my grandfather had fallen and hit his head on the statue. Ah, I get it now. That gold bar must have been my grandfather's secret savings. It explains why he never told any of us about how the cat worked. And it explains why he tried to scare me away from the room if I ever heard it meow. Can't blame your family for never finding out. I doubt anyone would have checked for secret treasures before getting rid of what they thought was a regular creepy statue. The curse of the lucky cat statue, all due to my secret, all due to a secret my grandfather took to the grave. Finally, I know the truth. So I guess it wasn't cursed after all. Just like a mystery writer would hope. I would have been really screwed if you were this smart as a kid. Okay. Reason for the cat. He barely looks the same. The crappy design looked terrible and she looked like a rejected Pokemon. In the Mario Odyssey, the creepy Pokedex the creepy Pokedex entry for about Magikarp actually inspired a story I wrote back in 2019. The one where if you eat all the meat from the bones and throw them back into the ocean, it will regenerate and come back from the dead, like a whatchamacallit, like one of those zombie fish, right? So you wanted to get the statue back so you could. So you wanted to get the statue back so you could clean out the compartment. Oh, Cappy, I'm sorry, not Crappy. I apologize. The Mario cap in Mario Odyssey looks like a Pokemon reject. Oh, I see. The cap, yeah. I would say for the more modern Pokemon, because a lot of the modern Pokemon, they're now based, their designs are based off of inanimate objects, which is kind of weird. There's one that's like a honeycomb, and then there's another one that's like a lamp and a chandelier. It's like, what? Do I have a... No, I don't listen to other reviewers. I try my very best. That's not true. I do listen to reviewers, but no, I don't have a favorite Pokemon's Haunter. I've loved Haunter. Haunter's always been my favorite. Was, is, and always will be my favorite. I love Haunter. Yeah, Combee, thank you. Like, the weird... The newer versions of Pokemon, they just look too weird. I don't know why they chose inanimate designs. I'm assuming they're going to have one that's designed off of a Glock or something like that, you know? So it's just they Lickitung. Yeah, I remember Lickitung. Man, this boy, do I know a lot of dirty references because of Lickitung and all that. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, I remember Lickitung. Torterra is really cool. Who's Torterra? That has to be after Kanto. Torterra. That a taco or tortilla? Torterra. I'm assuming because they use the word terra, it has to do with the ground or earth. Yeah. Oh, it's a giant tortoise. Yeah, of course they call it Torterra. Of course. Lickitung and Arbok and Jesse. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. I don't know for sure what the finger... I don't know for sure... Hold on, wait. So you wanted to get this so you could clean out the compartment. Yeah, that's right. Didn't know for sure there was a fingerprint on it, though. Really? You mean you did all this just to be cautious? Yep. I was wearing gloves that night. So I was wearing gloves that night, so I wasn't thinking about fingerprints. But once I got away from the scene, I saw I had a tear on my glove and my finger was covered in blood. So you worried that you left some kind of trace at the scene. Later, I read that the police ruled his death as an accident, so I knew they wouldn't find any prints. But the secret compartment, that could have been a game changer. There was a solid chance I left a trace of being in there. All it took was for one person to figure out the statue's secret and I'd be screwed. That's why I tried so hard to get the cat. But it fell off the map pretty quickly. 7 whole years. That damn cat's been the one thing on my mind. Wow, kind of like a curse, actually. A conscience curse, by the way. All of a sudden, about a month ago, I see the fucking thing on TV. The cat I see in my nightmares all the time. Oh, right. We did hear about getting appraised on the TV at some point. Let me tell you, I was shitting myself when I saw the fancy pants appraiser looking it over with his little magnifying glass thing. If he popped that compartment open on TV... Whew. So, you saw the current owner of the statue of the appraisal show, and that's when you tried to get it back from him. Right. Tragedy. Shinto region in Torterra is the massive turtle with growing trees on his back. I think they use that same enemy design or detail for one of the monsters in Final Fantasy 15, where you see out in the distance there's like a giant mountain, but then like you got to do something to trigger something, and then that mountain actually awakens, and it's actually the back of a giant tortoise. So you know. Why do I like Haunter so much? It's because of his design. He just looks so cool. He's got the sharp edges. He's got that really sinister smile and all. The fact that he's like a ghost and all that. He's the kind of Pokemon that I feel like if I could actually have at my back all the time, I could walk down South Central in LA without having to worry about anyone trying to bug me. Like, that's the kind of Pokemon I would like with me. Just has that deterrence of telling people don't screw with me because I'm a ghost and all that. So he's just really cool. I loved his design, and I was always happy. I was so happy as a kid when Ash went to fight Sabrina. He took Haunter with him. I was so happy seeing that. It's on Discord art. Okay, I'll look at her later. Just want to finish this. Have you seen the lost beta designs for the Pokemon? No, it's based off of old Japanese fable. That makes a lot of sense. Legend of Korra did the same thing. That makes a lot of sense. I did see like there was like the design for Magikarp. He looks like a koi fish, and of course he turns into Gyarados because that's what the Japanese in old mythic lore believed. That's what koi fish became. If they got high enough on a waterfall at the end of the waterfall, or at the beginning of the waterfall at the origin, they would become a dragon. So of course Magikarp would turn into Gyarados, you know. I like how Vaporeon and Gardevoir and Lopunny are designed. I know Vaporeon, but I don't know the other ones. Are the Eevee evolutions? Because after 151, dude, you lost me. I don't know any of those after that. I love the original 151s, you know. Hold on. Does that mean you're the one causing all the trouble in Shimada family? Probably, yeah. First, I tried sneaking into their place to get it back, but the guy just woke up on me. When I told him to give me back the cat, he thought I was a ghost and straight up passed. Oh, that explains it. Well, he did say he started suffering a mysterious illness after that night, high fever to be specific. Fever? Oh, that's no mystery. I had a cold that night. Must have given it to him. Wow, this guy's kind of a piece of shit, dude. Seriously. Well, I suppose that explains that part. He may be a thief, but he's kind of a piece of shit too, dude. Like everything that he does, passively, he just makes a lot of trouble for a lot of people, dude. And let's be honest, tragedy. Well, I suppose that explains that part. But you're not just responsible for getting this guy sick. You tried to burn their house down too, didn't you? Well, oh, since the intimidation failed, you thought you could just resort to torching the evidence. Civilians be damned? See, he is kind of a piece of shit, this guy. You can help evolve Magikarp in that manner of the original Pokemon Snap. That's right, you can. I remember that. You have to throw a, I remember in the original Pokemon, you have to throw a Pester Ball, and there's a Mankey over there slapping the ground and smashing the ground. He's like pissed off. You throw a Pester Ball at the edge of the lake where a Magikarp pops up, and then you throw either an apple or another Pester Ball. He's hit by it, and the inertia from the Pester or the apple tosses him onto the land, and he keeps going, flopping over to the Mankey, and the Mankey hits him. And for the longest time, I never understood what the hell that was about. He kept going through the sky, and I'm wondering what's going on. And then finally, when I got to the very end of the level, where there's a big waterfall, I hear the freaking Magikarp falling and fly and hits the waterfall. I'm like, what's going on? And then jump scared me, dude. The freaking Gyarados comes out just like that, pissed and everything. I was like, oh shit! I get my camera, start flashing that guy, dude. So, what do you think of Jinx and Mr. Popo? I never thought of his race. I thought it was just design. I didn't care. I know there's a lot of controversy about that. I never really cared about race for characters. All I thought about are these good characters or the bad characters. Can they entertain me? I didn't care. One thing you'll notice about me, you will never hear me, this especially goes for women, you will never hear me discriminate on anyone on race. All right? Especially with women. I don't care where they come from. For women, my only question is, can they fulfill the 3 Fs? Fit, friendly, feminine. Can they fulfill it? That's all I care about, you know? Same thing with characters. I don't care about race. Are they good characters or are they bad characters? Which is kind of the reason why I hate modern cinema and modern shows nowadays, because they practically use them as props, which is ironically racist enough. Anyways, because apparently they think they're all victims. They all think the same. They have this herd mentality, so I don't know about you, but that to me sounds kind of fucking racist right there, and I don't approve of that. So I don't watch that shit, so, you know. Are you the one who tried to run over Shimada-san too? The one who caused the accident outside the cafe the other day? What an asshole, dude. You're a really good kid. I figured if the owner died, his family would just get creeped out as the last one and get rid of the thing. This guy's a real piece of shit, dude. What a scumbag. Then what about Shimada-kun's grades dropping? Huh? What about... It's the stress. It was the stress. This was all just mental stuff. Yes, it doesn't have anything to do with that one. It's the stress. Fear makes the mountains of molehills. That's right. Because they were so convinced misfortune would befall them. Even the most harmless things were perceived as part of the curse. I had a friend who was kind of going through some sort of paranoia, and that's exactly what I told him. Mountains of molehills. I said the exact same thing. Thank you very much, RGG Studios, for confirming that. We miss you, Ishida-san. Please come back. Please bring us Gang of Dragon, even though I know you're probably gone. This is probably never going to happen, but please, please, bring us Gang of Dragon. I'm going to need something if... I'm going to need something if Stranger Than Heaven fails. Please, please come back to us. I still can't believe the statue had a secret compartment the whole time, let alone a gold bar at one point. At least I can finally chalk a non-supernatural cause to the meowing I heard that night. I think that... I don't know about that. Like, that's still kind of creepy that a cat like that has a special effect to meow. There's something very uncanny. That's like... That's kind of like Uncanny Valley stuff right there, man. I don't know. Just, ugh. Oh, yeah, good point. If you think about it, the curse attached to the statue was just another layer of security for my grandfather. Not only does he have a secret compartment with a gimmick, too, opening, but it even has an ominous story surrounding it, designed to drive people away. Ziggy, okay, so Ziggy, I know you are Puerto Rican and all that, and I'm Mexican. Now, this is definitely differing from Latino cultures and all that, but did your family ever tell you like the legends of El Cucuy or something like that, or La Chupacabra, or something that you guys knew from Puerto Rico, where they would tell you to stay away from the backyard at night because La Chupacabra está ahí, te va a llevar todos los niños malos y todo. Did your family ever tell you that, dude? I had family in here and over in Mexico, dude, that they would always talk about that. And that's one of the reasons why they did that, just to scare you, to see if they can actually keep you in the right path, or to keep you out of trouble or something like that. I'm just kind of wondering, did they ever do that for you guys in Puerto Rico? I'm kind of curious now. To drive people away, exactly, drive people away of a certain area or something. Perhaps this amused my grandfather enough to make this one his cherished possessions. I could see that.
Amasawa.
At any rate, Amasawa, I'm glad you were able to get to the bottom of what really happened with your grandfather. I agree, truly. I can tell you the weight that's finally been lifted off my shoulders. And it's all thanks to you, Yagami-san. Oh, I don't know. You were really sharp on this case too, Amasawa-san. What? Really? Yeah, you're the one who figured out the trick to opening the cat. Not only that, you solved the locked room murder right after learning who did it. That's true, but still. You know what, Amasawa-chan? I sort of feel like your grandfather was hoping you'd solve the statue's mystery all along. Think about it. Why else would he ask you to a riddle about the statue while holding it, if you wanted to keep it a secret to everyone? Huh? Even with what was in it, if I'd solved the mystery, I'd find out what's inside. Well, maybe it was meant to be a gift for you, for a future you, or like a prize awarded to a full-grown detective, Kyoko Amasawa. I see. So, when I don't fall victim to lies and push past the fear, I can find a glimpse of the truth. That definitely sounds like my grandfather. The gold might be gone, but you still grew to become a fine detective and solved a genuine mystery, just like your grandfather predicted. I'm sure he's proud of you, wherever he is. In a better place. Okay, so you're Irish. Have I got something for you? We actually discovered behind my Mexican background, we actually have an Irish background too. And we did not know this. We actually thought it was English for the longest time. But one of the ladies over at my mom's village actually created a family tree, and she figured out that my mom's maiden name actually comes from the Irish. So I guess that makes us cousins then, basically. And seeing that makes a lot of sense. It's one of the reasons. It's the reason why I love whiskey. Now here's the thing, Bart. For some reason, I've tried Scotch and I've tried Irish whiskey. That's the only whiskey I cannot take. I don't know why. My stomach does not sit well with it, dude. I always get sick with them. I'm willing to try some others, but dude, every time I try them, it just never works for me. Nope, I don't remember getting any Puerto Rico horror. Your family never scarred you with the horror stories, dude? Man, dude, because my tios, my tias, they would always talk about La Vieja out there in the backyard, La Vieja Palida and all that. They never say that. Top of the day to you, Bart. How you doing, my good friend? Cheers to you. Yeah, I know it's a terrible Irish accent. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get into the culture and all that. You know that Conor McGregor, quite the fighter he is, just trying to give you the old 1-2 and then starts hitting you with the shoulder. That man's quite the warrior. Dude, like the fact that your family never gave you those horror stories, you consider yourself lucky, because it scarred me as a kid, dude. Talking about El Cucuy, La Chupacabra, El Diablo, El Mano Peludo and all that, dude. Fudge, man. That stuff really scarred me as a kid, man. Fuck the Blair Witch Project. It was those Mexican horror stories that got me. I chose not to have alcohol. I'll never start. Hey, man, you know, good on you. Good on you. Good on you. It's a healthy life. I can't have alcohol due to my diet right now, so it's low carb. I guess I can take, like, vodka because there's very low alcohol in it. I don't want to do it every day, though, but, you know. Do I like dags? What are dags? Oh, I'm sorry. I sure hope so. And there's that cinematic Japanese shot of our characters. Well, Grandpa, are you? And her grandfather's face appears in the clouds like Mufasa from The Lion King. Says, remember who you are. I did. I'm gonna be honest with you. I respect Canterbury Tales, but I think I like Sir Gawain and the Green Knight a lot more when it comes to Middle English. I love Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. I hate the A24 adaptation they made with it. Absolute fucking disrespect. An absolute dog shit of a cinematic film. I really hated the Green Knight. I love Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, the original poem by the Pearl Poet. I love it. Canterbury Tales, I have respect for. I'm willing to read it again just to listen to a bit of Chaucer. But it's okay. It's all right. It's not. I didn't love it like I love the Green Knight. It was okay. And dude, when you hear that West Midlands accents of Middle English, oh, just why don't we speak like that? It sounds so beautiful and poetic and all that. Very Frenchy too. You can hear some of it. Maybe not too Frenchy, but you can hear some of it. It's just like so nice. Oh, this guy. How much time we gotta kill, dude? But yes, I've read Canterbury Tales in Middle English. I've even done some translations of it in Middle English as well. I had to do it from Middle English to Modern English, then from Modern English back to Middle English. So yeah, I had to do the same thing with Beowulf. I love medieval literature, dude. I love it. It's not gonna be for everyone, but no one is going to ever like it. It's funny because I remember hearing from this one professor on YouTube who I admire greatly. His name is Professor Ted Sherman of University of Tennessee. I listened to his lectures. Anyways, he was talking about when people saw the movie The Lord of the Rings, they love the films and they try to read the books, but they cannot get into the books because they find it like really it's so different from the movie, and it's kind of hard for them to keep up with what's going on. And one of the things that he says that whenever he tells people to read medieval literature, then go back to Lord of the Rings, they say that they cannot do medieval literature at all because it's so freaking hard, and and when they come back to reading Lord of the Rings, they kind of appreciate it a bit more. Sir Gawain is leagues better. A24 casted the wrong skill. Like that's where I should have known. It was all like just identity politics. It's all identity politics. They were trying to assert modern day values into old time stories, and that's where they got it wrong, and they did it intentionally. It was so intentional, and it was so obvious when they showed the shield of the Virgin Mary and they destroyed it. Like, dude, you fucked up. You intentionally fucked up the whole goddamn narrative, dude, and you know exactly what you're doing. I didn't see that before, but thinking about it and seeing what modern movies are doing nowadays, like, it really pissed me off. And here's the funny thing. I actually like the actor who played the Sir Gawain the Green Knight. He's a great actor. I loved him in Slumdog Millionaire. I thought he did a good job. But the absolute intentional miscasting and the fucking writing where they made him an absolute coward and all that, dude, it was like, why bother having this fucking knighthood if you're such a little shit? If you cannot stand up for the occasion and actually try to do that, dude, there's no point in your fucking quest. It feels all like a sham. And I think that was the whole point. It was just to desecrate and deconstruct. And by the way, if we're going to say deconstruct, let's call it what it is, destruction. It's absolute cultural vandalism. And that's what I think what they did with that. And I really hated that film for it, dude. It was such an insult. Of course, being the only medieval nerd and geek in my group, my friends still didn't understand why I hated the film, and I don't blame them. There are better adaptations of Sir Gawain. I've never seen one adaptation of them. Canterbury Tales is awful, making a mockery of every class, telling these creepy stories. I think some of it is satirical, though. I've watched it. He gets so much wrong. Gets so much wrong about Canterbury Tales. Nuns own jewelry. That's not Chaucer joke at nuns. The issue is that she's arrogant. All that she was what she was back in that story. She was the prototype feminist, actually. She was the one that told the story of that one knight who violated one of the ladies of the court for Guinevere. And I can't remember what the trial was. Guinevere said that he was supposed to find a woman and find out what she wants. Oh, is that the wife of Baths? Okay, so if that was the wife of Baths, was the nun the one who was anti-Semitic or something like that? I can't quite remember. I know that there was either prototype feminism. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, I thought that was the one. I don't remember the nun if that's... I have to go to you have to point out to me the lecture where he talks about that, because I need to look it up myself, and I'm gonna need to actually go back and read it. I know I have it here somewhere. It's been a long while though, so but I much prefer Sir Gawain the Green. I just remember a Jason Statham movie, and he gets a run with these Irish gypsies. And they say to him, "Do you like dags?" "Oh, they dogs." Which one was that one? Is that Crank? I remember Red Letter Media talking about that one, dude. Man of Law and Priors both tell important stories that address the real Christian prosecution. I need to read them, dude. Because here's the problem. Because there's the way how Chaucer writes. There's a lot of things in it that's like very, very politically incorrect at the time, and very inconvenient for writing. Because I remember one of the comedic narrative arcs he would use is he would make some people in those stories scumbags, and like the good and the bad stuff happened to good people, and like towards the very end you'd expect there to be like some sort of justification, but really the guy who makes all these scummy decisions walks away scot-free, while the good guys kind of pay for it. I can't remember what the hell the word was called, but it was a certain narrative that is. I finished the Squires. I feel like completing it. That one I remember liking that one the most. I don't know if it's just because of my masculinity and all that, but I remember reading that. It's a crime comedy from 2000. Oh, Snatch! I've heard of that one. I was actually told, I was recommended to watch that one, but no, I haven't seen it. I kind of like Statham, even though the thing with Statham, Sun starting to set faculty meeting should be over right now. There's no time to go back to the faculty room. I'm not trying to take a shit on Statham. I know he can be a good actor. It's just that he's the stereotypical sort of actor who you'd obviously see in action films and all. And like, fair enough, he can do the roles pretty well as a tough guy. But I kind of want to see him more into other stuff. You know, is because yes, it's because it's the best, but it's interrupted. I remember that interruption being because they're all telling stories, and I can't remember if it was Chaucer or someone that does it, but usually I know that they kind of break the fourth wall in their stories because it's usually the storytellers are kind of like taking digs at each other of what's going on. No, yeah, I got that, but I think it's because they all try to like bring each other down or something like that. It's kind of an interesting storytelling device. I gotta go back and actually read that book again. You got me really interested. By the way, Chaucer never finished it. I think he died because he was supposed to talk about the Canterbury Tales when they get to Canterbury, and then he's supposed to tell this tale when they come back from the pilgrimage. But I think he died. No. You know why Christmas is going to April? Easter. Jesus died on April, man, and rose again from the dead. They always go on it. They always go on pilgrimage on April, don't they? We had that in Mexico. We had that in Mexico where we had a pilgrimage, as we call them, peregrinos. They go from one town to another on foot. So yeah, the tales are complete. I believe I know who wins. Really? It's Easter. It's never directly stated, but it's obvious. Oh yeah, I mean, I figured nothing else I can think of happens in April, but. Yeah. Why else would they be going there? Oh, you got me, son. Oh, this guy. And you guys feel that? I don't know if I'm feeling things or something, but that kind of freaked me out. I thought I was getting in the middle of an earthquake already. And you are? It's me, Naito. Thanks for going easy on me. Oh, it's this guy. I remember him the other night. Oh, Naito. Hey, I just realized I didn't know what you looked like under the getup. Yeah, I guess this is the first time you've seen me in a regular uniform. So I assume you're in the clear with your teacher. Did you test go well? I'm going to tell you this. I grew up in Catholic school and all that, and we had like uniforms. And when I look at these uniforms that they have in Japan, even the ones in Great Britain with the ties and the pins, why didn't we have something like that in America, dude? I kind of like those uniforms. Like when you look at Persona 5 Zig or 4 and all that, you can't help but actually like the uniforms that they wear in there, dude. I kind of love the uniforms they have. I don't know why in America we don't have something similar where we have ties for kids and all that. How to dress nicely in suits and everything like that, you know. Pointed that out to a Muslim college professor, and he insisted that it wasn't the case. Then he doesn't know what he's talking about if that's the case. And of course he wouldn't. Of course he would say that's not the case. She also kept whining about the Crusades and everything. Oh, terrible! How terrible! By the way, a lot of those lands back then were all Christian owned until another faith by force took them over. That's not me saying it. That's them demonstrating it, by the way. So. No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with the tales. Absolutely not. No. I'm an English major, okay? I read fucking medieval literature. I've even read post-medieval literature and pre-medieval literature. It's got nothing to do with the Crusades. It's Easter, dude. It's Easter. It's there for the pilgrimage. That's incorrect. What that professor is ideologically possessed. That's all she. That's all she is, just ideologically possessed. And I kind of understand where she's coming from, but that's incorrect, you know. So I assume you're in the clear with your teacher. Did your test go well? Yes, it was a close call, but somehow I brought my grade up to a passing one. Ooh. Ah, glad to hear it. Guess studying did you some good. Actually, it was thanks to all my research on the body motel that I aced my bio exam. That was what ended up balancing out all my other terrible grades in the end. Looks like that turned out to be a good idea after all, huh? Except my teacher's still really mad at me. So now I have to clean that science room every day after school until I graduate. You're lucky that's all you got. Since you helped me out, Yagami-san, let me know if you ever want to try out Gutsy-san's outfit too. Just come by the science room. I even have plenty of fake organs left for you to toss. I don't want to try that thing. I just hear classroom noises. Yeah, no, sorry. I thought it was me. It was the worst class I had in college. All the women voted in the last class for the night to win. They agreed with me. Okay, the leftists too. Find common ground. I voted for the Parsons. Women love a leader, dude. You know, I'm gonna say. And I'm very sorry I had to put up with that, because I'm gonna say this as an English major, dude. Okay, this is why I'm kind of pissed off with the modern Christian, the classic Christians. I would like to say, even on the right, they surrendered the ground of arts and academia, so that way the leftists come over and take it. That's the reason why the humanities are so corrupted. That's not me saying it, by the way. That's them demonstrating it. That's the history saying that, okay? We've seen this from the 60s onward after that, so... The guys on the right failed. What are they doing? You know, there was over 25 women like 6 men. That's not surprising. That is not surprising at all, dude. A majority of women right now in classes, in college, it's a majority of people that are going to be in college, it's going to be all women. We've managed to, what's the word? Feminize society. That's not me saying it. That's just the whole country demonstrating. That's not even the whole country. That's just the West. Don't look at me, all right? I'm only pointing out what I see is the facts right here. That's all it is. If people don't like it, don't give me reason to talk about it then. But yeah, it's true. A lot. Again, this is me as an alumnus saying, but yeah, it's going to be a majority of women that's going to be in the classrooms. They're very discriminating against men. It's really tough on guys nowadays. You know. I even have no thanks. Really? That's a shame. Well, I should get going. That's why I kind of appreciate like Japan and Korea still holding on to those like masculine characters, even the feminine characters. Like Nikkei, dude. Stellar Blade. Mwah, darlings, just darlings. Whereas in the West, we want to take God of LaFay, the new chick for God of War. It's just so cringe and all that, and all these other women that hate being feminine. They just want to be more masculine, dude. It's like I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's just it's identity politics all around, and that's why I kind of hate reboots nowadays, because they do the same thing too. I can't stand it, you know. Well, I should get it going. See you later, you got me, son. Man, that guy never stays down for too long, but does he? I wonder how he does it. If I ever need to dress up as a body for a model case, though, I guess I know where to go now. I'm more comfortable in my own skin. Of course you are. There were two men kept whining about the Crusades and talked more than the teacher. It was odd. Both are convicted of evil things. What the what? So you're saying one of the guys in the class is deceased, and the girls predicted that that was his... What is going on? I'm confused. I have no idea what school you're in, man, but I'm just kind of grateful that the schools I went to, dude, I at least had people, even if people who lean on the left, they would actually read my stuff that I put into it, and they would still give me a B+, even if it was things I disagreed. Because once again, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. They hated those guys. That is so strange, dude. Hey, dude, you know, if you at least are sticking up for yourself and doing good, I don't know if I could ever do that, because I'm one of those guys that doesn't like conflict. I don't like to bring up conflict. But if I gotta put my foot down on something, I will. And, you know, unfortunately, I feel like that's something I gotta do nowadays, because we're going so crazy. I don't want to get too into politics. There's so much I could talk about right now, but I don't want to really do that. But I hope you understand where I'm coming from and all that, you know. I just really hate where the culture is going, dude. I really despise it. It was a crappy state college where his attention-seeking men were full of hate. One wore a gas mask and the other doubled. Else wore a mask. They're still affected by the COVID pandemic, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I was really jaded with our government. I was in the military when that happened, and I was so jaded with them, dude. We were so close to being authoritarian China. Like we practically abandoned all of our contingencies, and we actually embraced China's contingencies. Don't believe me? That's not even a conspiracy. That's the truth. Look up Peter Schweizer's book of Blood Money, how China kills thousands of Americans while the rich and powerful turn a blind eye. Real stuff, and he's got sources in there. If you want to know hardcore facts of what happened with China and why they are the enemies to the U.S., dude, read that and have yourself a bottle of whiskey nearby. I'm probably going to be demonetized now because YouTube may have some contracts with them and they don't like it when people point out what China's doing. I really don't care. But have yourself a bottle of whiskey if you're going to read that, because, dude, it's a hard read. It will piss you off. It'll depress you, too. So it's something. I believe in, I had a professor in the next college I went to believe that that Larson won and shared his dinner. Really? I gotta read this. I gotta read this again. It's been a long time. This is Sawa Sensei's desk. Has she not come back yet?
Sawa Sensei
oh, excuse me.
ええ。職員会議ってもう終わってます。
I need to learn Japanese, dude.
ついさっき終わったところです。ただ、沢先生は途中で帰られたんですよ。もう1時間くらい前に。
え Wait, hold on. But Sawa Sensei went home in the middle of it about an hour ago? What?
ご自宅のマンションから空き巣に入られたって急な電話がかかってきて。空き巣？
空き巣。
それで、八神さんがもし来たらそう伝言してくださいって沢先生から。そうですか。沢先生の連絡先とか教えていただけないですか？いえ、それはちょっと。あ、じゃあ私の電話からかけてみます。ちょっと待ってください。出ませんね。今はお取り込み中かも。もう家に着いたってことですかね。
There is a host in Catholicism. That's what it alludes to. Oh yeah, of course, the host, the holy body of Christ, and all that we take for communion. I gotta reread that, dude. I love Sir Gawain the Green Knight the most. It's really hard for me to kind of get into Canterbury Tales, but I gotta read it again, I suppose.
そうですね。歩いて行ける距離ですから。
Walking distance, really?
沢先生の家がですか？じゃあ偉人帳に？ええ。まあ細かくどことはお教えできないですけど。なるほど。プライベートなことですしね。わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, no, we started off. I started off my English journey of English literature from the beginnings of Beowulf to Milton's Paradise Lost, and just I fell in love with the English language. I love those books so much, dude. I know that they're like they're gonna be hard for people to understand, but I still love the challenge of reading those words that are just quite out of grasp of our current tongue that we use and all. So since his apartment is broken into, very strange timing for that. What's going on? I don't think I should let this go, though. I wonder if there's anyone who can tell me Sawa Sensei's. Please read it. Please read it. Do yourself a favor and read it. It's one of those books that, oh my god. It's one of those books that had it not been created, dude, we would not have some of the things in our current culture that we have nowadays. And when I talk about culture, I mean the actual good culture, not the crap that we have in Hollywood. It's so good. It's about how humanity lost its grace with God and all that. But yes, it does take some parts of it does take place in England. In Eden, not England. I'm sure some people would say, "Oh yeah, England is Eden." Not today, it ain't, my guy. Especially what happened to all those little girls. I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah, no. Please read it. It's so good. It's so good. It's literally after It takes place literally after the rebellion of Lucifer and all the other angels. It's so good. Please read it. For God's sakes, do yourself a favor and read it. Just take your time with it, and maybe have a dictionary. That's the first poem where they actually use the word pandemonium. By the way. Pandemonium was never made before that. That was the first poem, the first work that ever used the word pandemonium, and you'll see why. No one used the word pandemonium before that. And mind you, this happened after the English Civil War. So think back in the 1600s when you're reading this. A lot of things are going on in that time that Milton is going through, along with a lot of Englishmen. What do you think the Vice Knights Yeoman? I don't know because I haven't read that in a long time. I got to go back to it and read it. So I'm sorry. Probably Pride. I'm assuming. I don't know. The Knights Yeoman. Can't remember. I can't remember. I don't think I should let this go, though. I wonder if there's anyone who can tell Sawa Sensei's address here. Wait, whoa. Talk to someone who might know Sawa. The music is tense. It's all dark now. This is spooky. Hello. Anyone know her address? Anyone? I'm gonna panic. Oh, wow. Music is tense. These are dark corridors. What is going on? Talk to someone who might know Sawa. How do I do that? Anyone here? Do I literally find someone in the school to do that, or what do I do? What if I go to the Mystery Research Club, actually? Maybe they may know. I'm pretty sure it's because he's compensating that he's not as successful as the Squire and the Knight. He has a tan due to being outside and designs his arrows with peacock feathers. He doesn't tell a tale. He doesn't have accomplishments. You ideally wouldn't use a peacock feathers for arrows if you shoot a lot, and it's waste. Yeah, a waste of those expensive feathers. It sounds like compensate. Yeah, probably. So he's high on the copium then, basically. Wouldn't someone from the Mystery Research Club know? I'm kind of guessing, but. Yeah, no, what are you up to? Wait, no. Really? You can't tell me? Great. Yeah, it's been a while since I read that, dude. I'm going to have to actually check it out and read it at some point. This guy can't help me. No one can help me. Whoops. I do that. Oh, the game won't even allow me to leave. Okay, I literally have to look for someone in the school that would know her address. That's, I don't know if, I mean, kind of weird. Hey, do you know where this hot teacher lives? Hey, do you know where this hot teacher lives? Like, what the fudge, man? No. Hi. There's something very haunting about schools when they're just empty like this. It's just... I guess it has kind of like that, liminal spaces sort of, backrooms deal sort of thing. I gotta watch that movie too, by the way. Maybe write a review of it. I'm kind of mad that I just don't have the time to do any of that, dude. Just... 2020s suck. I hate 2020s. It's the worst decade I've lived through, man. I despise it. No culture, no money, no form of independence, nada. It's garbage. Absolute garbage. Anyone out here that can help me out? No one? It's just, we spent the first 2 months on the prologue listening to those two creeps talk and constantly misinterpret the characters. It was so boring, I just wanted to read the tales. Yeah. I don't know if that's exactly how... Your teacher sounds more like an critic, an analytical critic, or a, I don't know what the proper term is that they use nowadays, actually, a, sounds like one of those individuals that loves to criticize the work to compensate for the fact that they themselves have not done that. You will see that in a lot of museums where they will have I believe Jordan Peterson talked about this, where they will have like this very beautiful work of art, and at the bottom corner they will have some dipshit critic just trash the work in there, and like when you read it, the words have some implication of bitterness, of like disappointment and resentment. That's what it sounds like a teacher is, man. So the monk is boastful. I remember the monk being boastful, which is okay. That he hunts because everyone has hunted back then. Monks back then though they were usually in the monasteries, tending the gardens and all that. Well, I didn't think. I mean, sure, I suppose you could say he was boastful, but he was the kind of guy that wanted to get out of his comfort zone of the monastery and actually hunt and all that. And to be honest, I kind of, I was for that. I kind of liked that. I was like, yeah, okay, this guy wants to get out of his comfort zone and do that. So he was kind of a character that I rooted for and all that, agrees with the saying on hunting doesn't mean that he's a problem. You can disagree with saints and all. Yeah, that's true. Oh, of course it'd be this guy. Why is he here so late? Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's proper decorum. There's many of the two creeps talking. The teacher. I think of the class. I regret taking that class immensely. I think about that class a lot. But like Saints defend the have not. Oh, of course not. I get that, but I mean, you did talk about the two things where, the thing is that, like I said, the academic ground has been hijacked and all that. Oh, yeah? It's a hijack academic grounds. We even got a test of that, dude, when back in we were talking about not secularism. Secularism, surprisingly, I thought I would get in a fight with the teacher there. We actually ended up getting along pretty well. But I think it was postmodern literature we started reading about. That was absolute horseshit to me, and we knew it. Like, we were talking about languages being a construction and all this shit, and how there is no united narrative, and it's all about oppression. We talked about the panopticon theory and all this shit. It really, like, I was so hyper conscientious of getting all my classes done right, and when I got my, I feel like I should not have wasted my energy trying to getting this done right. But yeah, it was just bullshit. You think I should have defended them? No, I think you just did what you're supposed to do as a student and all that. But what I would say is just, if you're going to have arguments, make sure you defend them. Have your things backed up and all that. Because let's be, like I told you, the school's hijacked. I blame the right for that. They fucking suck at maintaining culture and the humanities.
山上さん、どうしたんです？また何か？澤先生の住所って教えてもらえません？は？少し前、彼女の部屋に空き巣が入ったって連絡があったらしいんです。で、さっき別の先生に電話してもらったんですけど、繋がんなくて。それで八神さんがわざわざ様子を見に行くというわけですか？澤先生の自宅に。ここから歩いて行ける距離なんですよね。そうだったかもしれませんけど、若い女性の一人暮らしです。その住所をこっそり教えるというのはどうでしょう？
Bro, do you really think I'm just gonna try and get with her?
少し時間をかければ多分こっちでも調べられますよ。ただ、それだと今後お互い気持ちよくないでしょう。明日ご本人から直接住所を聞くというわけにはいかないんですか？理事長も三越柴弘の殺人動画のことは知って。
Yeah, he has to be. My college shut down the graduate. This was a good college. No, their low attendance, lack of actual teachers, love teaching. It's the government, dude. The government loves to fund their academic ideology, so that's not surprising. Again, what the fuck is the right doing? What are you idiots doing? Hello?
警察に聞いたら、あれは捏造動画である可能性が高いって。俺が聞く限りでは。
Wait. Was fakes. Never mind.
まだ捏造された痕跡は見つかってません。
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
もしあの動画が本物だとするとですよ。
You definitely know he's definitely a
江
contributor.
原は意図的に自分の殺人動画を流出させといて、それを見た捜査当局に捏造の可能性が高いとまで言わせてるんです。
I don't think it was fake. I think it actually happened. I think the guy who did it.
そして彼がそこまでやった動機は4年前に起きた息子のいじめ自殺にあります。
We've been streaming for 2 hours. Good, good.
待ってください。それでは我が校にいじめがあったという前提になってしまいます。
It was though.
江原君へのいじめは裁判でもなかったと判断されてるんです
It's one thing when the court says it.
実は澤先生は敏郎君が自殺する前、当時の担任教師にいじめがあると報告してたんです。なのにその後の裁判では証拠立てられず、いじめがなかったと証言させられてしまいました。
Foster wrote a massive apology.
それは江原にしてみれば。
They do it so he couldn't lose his head. I remember them saying that usually a lot of the writers were very anonymous because if they actually wrote this out, that people disagree, especially if it's royalty, it meant a death sentence. So a lot of them were anonymous. That's the reason why we don't know too much about Beowulf or the Sir Gawain the Green Knight, which is very unfortunate.
きっと許せない行為です。そんな状況があった上で三越場は殺され、今澤先生は空き巣に入られたと言ったき
What is going on?
連絡がつかない。
何が言いたいんですか。それじゃまるで今度は
That's exactly why we need to know.
みたいじゃないですか。
俺は
because someone may have hated the message that he was making for the Green Knight. It could have been a this is not uncommon. I mean, people always tried to stay anonymous back then because what we Americans don't understand is that when we have free speech, we're protected with that free speech. People back then did not have the same thing. Literally, Dante Alighieri was exiled from Italy because he condemned a corrupt pope for actually using the state and the church put together for corruption, and he was exiled because of that. So back then, people did not have the same rights that we have nowadays, which is why I'm grateful that for this country to have the First Amendment, because people were not protected. If you said something that really pissed someone off, watch your back, dude. You could be next. Even if it's something that you don't intentionally mean to criticize or to offend anyone, someone will find something. Just look at what's going on. Just look at what happens with Reddit and all that, dude, or Twitter, or Blue Sky. Anyone gets offended with something, it's always a death sentence.
理事長が澤先生の住所を教えてくれたとは誰にも漏らしません。
Of course, of course. But back then, you know, the other reason why is because we just don't know too much information. It's all swept under the rugs of history, unfortunately, you know. But a lot of people tend to be very careful with it. Oh yeah, he's in a better place right now. It's so crazy though. I knew you'd bring that up for some reason. I had it in my feelings about you'd actually bring that up. I didn't want to talk about that because that subject hits too close to home and all that, dude, and I don't really want to talk about that dark subject in the middle of this stream and all that. But yeah, no, I knew that would be brought up, and I saw a video today where they were I saw a video today where they say that some people on the other side, if you know what I'm saying, kind of had a change of heart that realized what they were saying was actual violent vitriol. And the thesis to this video was that they are finally changing and waking up to what they're doing. I don't believe that though. I want someone to murder the cynic within me and say that it's actually happening, but I don't believe it. Right now, it's coming to the point where it's too little, too late. You know, that was Sensei's apartment on Daikotun Avenue. That should be near Hamakita Park. So you know, come back and tell me that when I see a good majority of them have actually changed their mind about it, you know. And it's so terrifying because I know certain people that make jokes about that and everything, and you know, like have actually talked about it with some form of glee, and It makes me nervous sometimes because I wonder, should I be careful with what I watch? Because how do I know if I'm going to be next, you know? It's wild. This year will most likely be a red one. Probably. I doubt it. Look, again, I don't want to be political and all that. I doubt it, though, because a lot of stupid shit's going on both sides that a lot of people are feeling really homeless about it. So I don't know. Oh wait, sorry. Hold up. I got to do it. Diggy, you know what's up. You know what's up. This is kind of a serious subject, but we're going to God dang, Bonnie, you're looking good. Stop. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. All right, Ziggy, we ready? Here we go. Oh, hold on. Give me a moment. We got to do it as always.
Don't need no derby. Don't need no Barbie. Don't need no Kirby. Don't need no derby. Don't need no Kirby. Don't need no Barbie. This might be your shoes. Yeah, my dick hurts.
Wow!
Said please come back here. Red Barbie's Packers. I like graham crackers. Don't need no baba. Don't need no cha-cha.
You bitch! Alright. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the do right here.
No baba.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, wait for it.
Before you can face me, daddy. Don't need no baba. Don't need no cha-cha. Don't need no breakfast. Don't need no HP.
Oh, that's it?
Don't need no bagels. Don't need no baba.
Whoops. Oh. Sorry, I had to do it. I love that little meme right there from Donkey. I love that little meme from Donkey. It's a hoverboard. Yeah, it's a hoverboard. It's a DLC hoverboard and all that. I thought this game was supposed to be realistic. No. You see, it's grounded in realism, but that's kind of the beauty of that's the beauty of this game series, is that it manages to keep like a stone cold serious face, but at the same time it manages to switch to like absurdism and makes it still charming and all that. The Yakuza series always done it, and that's what makes it so beautiful. It's so great. It just knows how to keep a bit of levity. In this case, it's just kind of like a little joke DLC hoverboard and all that. So yeah. What's that song called? It's a parody song of Power of Love from who did it? Oh, I'm thinking about it. The movie American Psycho. Oh, Zig, help me out. Huey Lewis in the News. Huey Lewis in the News. It's just it was from one of Donkey's. It was from one of Donkey's videos. He just sang. He sang Huey Lewis in the News in his own lyrics and all that. That's right. Thank you, Huey Lewis in the News. He just sang it with his own lyrics for a League of Legends video, and I just remember it. That video kind of brings back some old memories when I used to play League of Legends back in the day. So it just made me laugh. I love that meme. Well, the chairman told me that Sawa Sensei lives here in apartment 304. Must be very nice, Sensei, to be living in an apartment like that. I wish I could live in an apartment like this. That'd be kind of swell. Wish I had the money to afford that. Living in Southern California. I love it.
Hey, stay out of my shed.
Who is that? Hello there, gorgeous. How you doing? Okay. Let's go see the hot, sexy teacher. It's way quieter than I expect for a place that had a burglary. Why can't I have an apartment like this? That'd be kind of nice if I had an apartment like this. Hey, a bit of independence and all that, a bit of money, that'd be kind of nice. The land of opportunity. I thought we were expecting that right here. Where's all the support for the veterans, guys? Come on. I got a horse in Breath of the Wild, and it was very beautiful. I love the spots because like freckles. I think she said we're always welcome in her shed. Yeah. I remember the last horse I had in Breath of the Wild. It's been a while. I got like one of those very big, bulky horses. I like that one. And whenever Link sat on it, he was just like this little, almost like a little boy on top of a giant ass horse and all that. I was like, that does not fit scenery. It looks funny though. All right. It's raining again. Oh, look at that. It's the fixer. What are you doing here? Prediction. Here's a new prediction. This guy is actually is one of the bad guys. Kuana. I have a feeling his appearance when the Ramping Rumong came by, he was actually working for them as a form of cover or something like that. I don't know. I may be dead wrong. He may be it though. Have you seen a Red Battle Royale? I've wanted to see it. A Korean friend told me to stay away from it because he thought it was too violent and all that. I never got the chance to see it though. I'm kind of pissed off though because I got to see the Hunger Games after that, and that was inspired off of that. I played a lot of games that were based off of Battle Royale, obviously. What's going on? Now we... Wait, that's the guy from the club. What is going on? There's like a Western right here. What? We're gonna end it like that? By the way, Ziggy, man, I wish you were there, dude, when Saudi did. Oh my god, dude, Saudi just gorgeous. Perfect. Perfect. Dude, I turned this cute, nerdy girl that I love, well, god dang supermodel. Oh, she's just all natural beauty too. No aesthetics, nothing like that. I turned this woman into a eighth wonder of the world, dude. She's so good. I used AI to make a bunch of famous paintings, grilled cheese themed. Scream was given off a chief out and he burned his grilled cheese. That's why he screamed. Of course. That's funny. I'm trying to use AI to help me out with my website right now for advertisements.
清涼高校で自殺した江原敏郎の件より前、東京でもやはりいじめによる悲劇が起きていた。当時の状況を聞き取るべく、澤先生を訪ねた八神は、そこで偉人帳の便利や桑名と鉢合わせる。だが、桑名と澤先生の間に一体何の接点があっただろう。
Oh. Due to Sims 4 2014 grilled cheese aspirin. Man, I wanted to love Sims 4, dude. It just turned out to be such a bloody disappointment. It's no surprise why they made it for free and all that, and you had to buy the DLC. Like, some of that shit should have been in the base game. Like, your kid, like, it really pissed me off the way how they cut off everything in that.
澤先生とつながってるのかあんたが参ったなどういうことだよ便利屋の仕事で来たなんて言わないよな
Seriously, what's going on? Oh! It's him! What are you doing? Oh! Get his ribs, man. Get his ribs.
なんで RK がここにいや後ろからも来てる
Oh crap, this is gonna be like,
こいつらのお目当てお前じゃない俺がはめられたんだ連中の狙いは俺
this is gonna be like,
あんたがなんで狙われる
oh boy.
こいつらカムロ町のもんだぞ阿久津澤先生あの人はどうしたどいつもこいつもだんまりかい
Dude, let's just beat the shit out of him.
やりすぎて殺さねえように
I don't even get what you're supposed to do in The Sims. I don't get it. It doesn't have the fun stuff to it. Are you talking about the first one or just the games in general? You're supposed to live life. That's all you gotta do. In that game, you can make 6 grilled cheese sandwiches. One references of Salvador Dali in 1931. Yeah, no, you just live life, man. That's all it is. Find a career that you like and just live life. That's all you do. I love The Sims. But 4 was an absolute, oh, Jeebus rice. Sims 4 was such a disappointment, though, in my... Boy! There we go. Didn't mean to do that, but I'll take that. Wait! Whoa, okay. Wait. Alright, let's... Now you done pissed me off, guys. Oh. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted to do. Get off of me, you. Watch it. There we go. Yeah. Give him the boxing treatment, shall we? Like Rocky Balboa right here. Stick and move, stick and move. Hook, hook. Stallion, baby. Wait. Wait. Not so tough anymore now, Katsu. Now that I have Rocky Stallone with me. All of them, like Plant Sims, The Clown, Cow Plan, Death, Ransom, this comes off as engaging. Seriously, what is going on? Why are they after her? Oh! There's the babe. What happened? That would help. Stay locked in, don't move. Yeah. What? It's games like this makes me want to remember. Reminds me to practice my cardio. Seriously. Plant Sims, The Clown, Outplan, Death, other random stuff. This doesn't come off as engaging. All the cool stuff happens off screen. So are you talking about like the jobs and all that? Because that's one of the biggest things that I've. That's one of the biggest things I had criticisms for The Sims is you never got to see what goes on at the jobs. Sims 3 had that expansion where you can do careers, like interior design. That's at least something. But the thing is that it kind of gets tedious because you're almost doing the same thing over and over again. Also, so I would like to see them do like little animations, see how the job works. That'd be kind of great. If there were Yakuza games released in the early 2000s, this might have been the game I saw my cousins play in the early 2000s on. Why do you say that? Because technically it did come out, but this was originally for the 2001. I remember the dialogue being so horribly edgy. It was hilarious to listen to because they were trying to be edgelords with the dialogue. I guess the whole point is that them trying to appeal to the Western markets. They wanted to compete with like Grand Theft Auto and all that, but in doing so, it kind of comes off as like this kind of hilarious cringe, comedic voice acting that's made it very weird. Not even Mark Hamill remembers it, for the love of God, you know? Oh, am I gonna do it? I did it! Nice. Oh. Take this, What are you supposed to do in The Sims? Just live life. It's like exactly how you want to live. I mean, I don't like saying it like this, but think of it as like a Barbie playhouse. You get to do whatever you want. I basically make my character and I just make my character and make him live life as a writer or so, you know. And actually, by the way, that's one of the best ways to do it too, because that's how you make a lot of money too. Oh shoot! Hold up. You make a lot of money in royalties when you do that. So yeah, he was in the first Yakuza game back in 2000. Ask Ziggy. He doesn't even remember playing the role in this game because it was so horribly bad. It was hilarious. But yeah, nice, did it. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, he was in the first one. He played as Majima. One of my favorite characters, by the way.
さあ先生。はい。警察が来るまで鍵閉めといてください。俺はクアナの様子を見てきます。ヤガミさんは大丈夫ですか？
Of course.
それより先生、クアナとはどういう
If she said, okay, here's a new prediction. I swear to God, if this is it, I'm gonna be mad. That's her boyfriend. That's how they know each other. That's her boyfriend. If that's gonna be the case in the next few seconds, I'm gonna scream. Kill this arrogant motherfucker. Yeah. We all know that famous line. If she says that's her boyfriend, I'm gonna scream to the top of my lungs. Here we go. Oh, come on! How does she know? I need to find Kuwana and make sure he's alive. Why the hell is RK after him? Does he know that the guy... Now that I'm thinking about it, does he know that guy that disappeared in Kamurocho 5 years ago? And if that's the case, if they think he's dead, why would they be after him? I don't know. It's weird. Chase her after... Bro.
Huh?
Wrong guy, dude. I don't know who you're talking about. I wish the grilled cheese aspiration was more interactive. Like actually doing stuff with real dialogue and going to space and talking to pictures on the moon. Grilled cheese. RK's backup is here, huh? Really rather be going after Kuwana right now. Well, let's go. But I can't just leave these guys alone if they lay a finger on something. Oh, boy. Oi! なんだその目。まさか俺らの邪魔しようってのか。
まあね。けどこっちも急いでるから手加減はしてやらないぞ。
Wrong guy. My name is Jeff. I was just said, no, dudes. My name is Tim. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know. No, Yagami. Oh, weapons, huh? No problem. I know how to deal with people with weapons. So playing these games, dude, makes me wish I can take more martial arts. It makes me want to take more martial arts. I regret not taking Fairy Tail class in college. It was writing class too. It was the same semester with the Canterbury Tales class. I want my first book to be Fairy Tales, and I feel like I missed. Yeah, no, I've taken Fairy Tail classes, dude. Fairy Tales are great. I love Fairy Tail classes. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, dude. J.R.R. Tolkien was right, okay? Fairy tales were... Oh, he's left behind a road of corpses. Okay. I don't care what anyone says, dude. J.R.R. Tolkien was right. Fairy tales were meant for adults. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. There's a reason why Harry Potter became so popular, because it touched the core essence of what good hero archetypes are. It's in the culture, too, and it's been told throughout generations as long as humanity's been alive. It's so great. I love fairy tales, dude. Where'd Kuwana run off to? Pretty. I know you didn't like his essay on fairy tales, dude, but I personally liked it because I think that's exactly the point of what he was talking about. I appreciate his recovery, eucatastrophe, and return. Those 4 points just is beautiful, you know. A lot not taking that class. What would you advise me, since I regret not taking fairy tale class, writing class? First off, just read them. Read as many fairy tales as you possibly can, dude. Read as many fairy tales as you possibly can. And I'm going to tell you this. This is something I regret. You don't need to be an English major to write a book. Start writing something right now and write from the bottom of your heart, okay? Don't be like me. If you're going to be in college, take it for chemistry, take it for a trade, take it for something that's going to be useful in the future, okay? Because, like I told you, it's been hijacked and you're not going to get much out of it with education. It's going to be all ideology. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Do you have a link to that essay? Give me a moment. How's it going, Zach? I haven't seen you for a while, my dude. Hope everything's all right. By the way, I think we spoke about this before, dude. I am so sad this IP never took off after Lost Judgment, dude. I'm so sad that Nagoshi-san had to go away, dude. Hold on. On Fairy Stories. Now, Zach, just a little warning, because even Bart brought this up. But I would recommend you reading this with an audio book, so that way you can keep up with what's going on, because some of it can be a bit tedious. But here, I have the link right here. Putting it on the chat right here. There you go. You're welcome. Check it out. It's kind of a long read, 41 pages, so be sure to listen to it. There's a free audio book version of it on YouTube, so check it out. I usually listen to it when I'm doing work. Have it on the side and just listen to it, dude. Where did Kuano run off to? Pretty obvious he came this way. The elevator. Oh, this is like Old Boy, dude. Doesn't seem like he used the elevator. Could he have been taking the pedestrian overpass? Or he could have just parkoured off of it.
Oh.
No, dude, I'm Tim. I don't know this Yagami guy. You got the wrong guy.
また RK に手出したんだ。これはボコボコにされても文句言えねえよな。仕掛けてくるのはいつもそっちなんだけど。しかもこれやったの俺じゃないし。ああ？言い訳なんかしてんじゃねえよ。おとなしく死んどけ。
I contacted the fairy tale writing professor and asked her to send me the prompts and the writing. He said she'd get back to me after a family crisis. I hope she does. I'm so embarrassed. What are you embarrassed about, exactly? Old Boy was one of the funniest South Korean films I've ever seen. What? Funny? You think it was funny? Why does he think it was funny? Oh, shish. Oh, damn it. I wish I had a mystery or science fiction class. They never had. I had a Japanese science fiction class back in UCI, dude. That class was great, but the problem is that, like, it was so stressful too, because there was a lot of things that had themes of nihilism that was just kind of overwhelming for me from time to time. But I could still see like some of the hope behind it all. It some works, but some of it was like really stressful to read for me. But that was where medieval literature came in for me after that class, because it felt more like complete, more whole, more like I could finally be something. I really appreciate though that I could actually get into the culture. I mean, I really appreciated watching the old school Godzilla. I cried watching that film. It was so good. No, but Japanese science fiction was great. I really did enjoy it. Man, I wish I could have gone back to it. I laughed so hard at the twists. I was the only one at the film club that was laughing. I wasn't laughing at that, dude. It was very much like Oedipus Rex for me, and I was like, oh god, you know. I think though that the trends of always blaming the rich though in those movies has been kind of overplayed, and I'm kind of tired. I'm started getting kind of sick of them, you know. And I think that's the reason why I was kind of hyped up for Squid Games, but then like the whole novelty kind of wore off for me pretty quickly. I did not care because I felt like I was watching the same movie over and over again. That's why I kind of appreciate Old Boy and not much of the other stuff, because it almost reads the same thing, you know. Hyperion is based on the Canterbury Tale. Yeah, I've heard much about it. As a matter of fact, I have another viewer on my Twitch channel. Oh god. Forget his name already, dude. Zig, who was the one that brought that up to me about Hyperion? Oh my god. He told me to read that book, and I wanted to get a hardcover edition of it, and it's $900, dude, to find a hardcover edition of that, you know? I laughed so hard at Oedipus Rex, and that was the next semester of college, so it reminded me of Old Boy. Dude, that's like a fucking tragedy. I love Oedipus Rex. How are you laughing at that, dude? Got it. I mean, I suppose if you look at it in a dark comedic way with the ironies, sure and all that, sure, I suppose. But bro, that's a like classic Greek tragedy. It's like, dude, I love that story. Thanks. Was a little depressed today, so I figured I'd watch this. Oh yeah, dude, everything all right? Everything's okay and all that, dude. Because trust me, this week and the last weeks and this, like, I'm just gonna say, dude, this whole fucking decade sucks. I hate 2020. It sucks dick. So wherever you're going through, dude, I'm really sorry. Pila's going through some stuff too, so we're all in this together, okay? So the only thing we can do is be like the meta modernists, be just sarcastic enough of how shit the world is, but still have a bit of that hope and all that. I got that reading the Witcher books, by the way, so great. That's the book that Kyon and Yuki read in the Melancholy, Hyperion. Really? I don't remember that. I really don't remember that. I gotta read this now. But hey, dude, you're always welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be up tomorrow. Unfortunately, though, I think I'm gonna try to aim earlier because I want to make my streams earlier in the day. But I'm gonna be trying to stream between 3 and 4. I'm only doing 3 hours today because I want to wait till midnight because the gym's so packed and I haven't done enough streaming, so I'm gonna be here. So, but I'll be here for a bit. So I hope you're feeling all right, dude. Please share yourself with yourself in the chat, dude, and we can talk and all that. Seriously, Dig's here too, so if you want to just chill out and everything. I hope that you're not going to be spoiled too much with the game though, because we're kind of in the middle of something right now. That arcade just now. They gotta hurry it up then. Yep, I'm serious. Look at the cover of the anime during those scenes. It's Hyperion. Really? I gotta go back and watch the show then.
逃げ足が遅いんじゃねえの？
もう回り込まれちまっててよ。
八神、まだ俺らの邪魔すんのか。いい加減ドラム缶に詰めて
Oh,
沈めんぞ。
Jesus, I'm sorry, dude.
それ海沿いで言われるとちょっとあれだな。
脅しに負けんな名探偵。
Wait, what? Stick your nose in our business again? How about I stick you in the oil bill and see what... Not a fan of that probability. This close to the sea, the great... Yeah.
ここ切り抜けたらあんたには聞きたいことがある。澤先生は何も教えちゃくれなかったからさ。
先のことは気にすんな。どう転ぼうがてめえはもう長かね。
Okay, I guess round 2 then. Hold on. I know you guys are saying stuff, but also focus on the game. Zeus and all the gods would have the same reaction that I had to Oedipus Rex. Oh, of course they would, because they're the gods, dude. We're talking about characters that literally screw around with the realm of mortals. So yeah, absolutely. To the Greeks, to some Greeks, we were just like playthings to them. So of course they would feel that way, you know. By the way, Zach, I'm really sorry that you had that argument, dude. Especially with get off me. Especially with someone that you haven't seen for a long time, dude. I know it must be rough. I kind of had something. It's funny that you say that because it's funny that you say that because I kind of had something similar to that when we were watching the UFC 250 fight. By the way, that was a great fight too, and all that. But man, we had a conversation about work after that, dude. So trust me, I get you, dude. You have my empathies, dude. Okay, let's run up the wall and do our thing. There we go. That's fine by me. Yeah, you fit in with them. Of course you would, you know. There we go. There we go. You're back in New York right now, aren't you, Zach? You moved out of Cali. Now you're over in New York. Artemis, as in Artemis Fowl, the book series. Oh no, Artemis. Okay, you're talking about the goddess Artemis. Yeah, my favorite. She'd be a center around me. If it was me, if I could choose a goddess to date, it'd obviously be goddess of hunting. Yeah, if I could choose, I'm just gonna be easy, dude. It probably for me it would be Aphrodite. I mean, come on, Aphrodite. Like, come on now. Now, if I could, I'd probably take Persephone, to be honest. I mean, dude. Oh. Dude. Okay, let's go with the boxing rounds again. Rocky Balboa. There we go. Yeah, either Aphrodite or the god or Persephone. Go, get out of here then. I don't care. Get this guy out of the way right here. Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dude, he kidnaps her. Absolutely not. She's being held by her own will. But you gotta understand, and this is kind of one of the more things that we're very, we modern people are very uncomfortable talking about, is that the way they treated women back then is completely different. Which drives me crazy of how people can be so ungrateful for the time that we're living in right now. So, women had no say back in those days, okay? This is not me saying this as a feminist or anything like that. That's just the way it was back then, you know? So, like, women were not seen as individuals back then, you know? God dang it! So, you know, it's a different time. It just boggles the mind how people can be so ungrateful about it, you know? I wish it was more clear on each of the original texts of the gods to listen to. So actually, it's funny that you say that, Bart, because I'm currently teaching myself ancient Greek right now. Believe it or not, I'm actually learning ancient Greek. I'm learning how to spell it, read it, and speak it. So that's the reason. And the reason why is actually I want to go back to the ancient texts. I don't trust too many of these modern scholars that are translating and kind of twisting the words. I really don't trust them. I really don't. Washington, still streaming for the same California group on Saturdays, though. I did a new in-person group for Washington. Oh, nice, dude, nice. I cannot do Saturdays like I used to, though, because one, we usually have the UFC fight nights, and two, I work Saturdays, and three, I'm trying to look for a new job, dude. Speaking of which, I'm trying to frickin'... I'm so sick of these jobs that require these certificates, dude. I was from the Air Force, and these people want certificates, dude. Starting to piss me off. So. This guy still some dude? Seriously. Bro, you did not. You did not. Sawa-sensei! Yamero! Soma mo kite ta no ka? Omae made kono onna to tsunagatte ta to wa na. Omae ra wa nani o yatte n da? Nani ga nerai de ugoiteru? Meitantei nan daro? Atete mi na? Iie, jikan gire da. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh! Dude. This is like something on Grand Theft Auto all of a sudden. No, I don't think it's the current one. Again, you gotta look for context. I'm not saying it's consensual either. I'm not saying it was ethical or anything like that at all. But if it's gonna be something that's classic, absolutely not. You have to look at it from the context and the way how people back then saw the world, even if it's uncomfortable. We learn that's the way we read old literature. Even in Old English, we did the same thing. There are some things in Beowulf I'm not comfortable with, but I accept it because you know what, guys? It's what we call fucking, I don't know, humanity. It's always been like that, you know. I'm confused if it does. Honestly, a lot of these Greek statues make me uncomfortable. As it should be. That's what we call humanity, you know. But you gotta look back in the times of how these people do it, you know. I love the Max Payne trilogy. I love the Max Payne trilogy. I love the third one. I really do. What do you have problems with Beowulf? Slavery. The slavery that they have in there, for especially for women in there. Wealhtheow, her name, Beowulf. Her first half of the name actually is where the origins of the word Wales come from. Because the Welsh, they don't consider themselves English. They consider themselves different. There's usually the foreigner and all that. So, her name Wealhtheow usually means the foreign slave and all that, you know. And it's really interesting. I actually wanted to do a paper of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and how much it actually reminds me of Beowulf. But though it's like things like that that kind of make me a bit, you know. All of the original Oompas were black in the 1964. They were not. Were they really? I can't. It's been a long while. That may be the case. And they come from Oompa Loompa land and all that. But again, it's one of those things that's kind of left unexplained, whether they're actually there by consent or not. So it's a lot of interpreting you got to do. Give me a moment. Us his phone before we get any further. His GPS will illustrate to us that's the right way of doing it. Gotta go back and read that. This became a Grand Theft Auto or a Pulp Fiction sort of film all of a sudden. Makes me sad because Gang of Dragon was supposed to be inspired off of Tarantino films. Oh, you know me, Zach. You know me. I love Max Payne, dude. I love that trilogy. Even though if the third one felt like something different from the previous ones, I actually did like the way they did it. Did you know they got inspiration from Man on Fire and City of God? I gotta read those ones. So far, the only one that I can actually think of is either oh my god, Greek myth. You see, I'm not too keen with Greek myth as I am with like English literature. I love Oedipus Rex. I love the Odyssey. I never read the Iliad. I'm gonna read that. There was another one. I can't remember what it was. It was the one where this one woman was telling I think it was Agamemnon to bury her brother or her father because of all the honor that he had. Because if he didn't, he would be condemned in the Hades to walk the realm of the dead forever or something like that. Oh, Antigone. Creon, that's it. Antigone. I love that poem. That's also a great, excuse me, that play. That's also a great one. Honestly, that one's kind of funny in a very dark satirical way for me too. I did kind of enjoy that one, but I can see the seriousness of it. As for the Roman, I want to read the Aeneid. I don't have a copy of that one yet by Virgil. This son of a bitch, dude. I really thought this guy would be okay, but I kind of hate this guy now. Wow. He's gonna get his shit pushed in right here, dude. Oh, jeez, this is gonna hurt. Oh. Oh.
見たろまず痛みそれから恐怖だ痛みを感じて怖いって感じてもらうことが大事なんだよ痛めつけても意識はしっかり持たせる恐怖って意識をなそれで初めて情報が聞き出せるだよな俺は人の嘘を見抜く 俺が昔親父に褒められたただ一つの特技なんだ。ごまかしもおとぼけも通じない。甘く見ないでくれよ、八神さん。
What's the difference between Greek and Roman myths? That's a very good question. I'm not too acute with those two, dude, because I do know they actually shared cultures. Like, for instance, Neptune, that's the Roman god. That's just the name for Poseidon. I think it's Helios. Same thing for Zeus, or Zeus, if you like. Zeus. That's the way you say it in ancient Greek and all that. So, but they shared a lot in common with those two areas. The Etruscans and the Romans and ancient Greeks. So yeah, that I just they share a lot with their Zeus and Jupiter. Thank you. Aren't those plays? What difference between those and the other stories like Perseus? I'm not too familiar with those. Like I said, I'm just trying to get into it. And yes, technically they're plays, but they usually have a mythology behind them because mythologies usually describe the culture of a certain people that's in there, and usually those plays have that culture of the people. That's the thing that people, a lot of people do fly over their heads, is you're not supposed to look at these stories in modern eyes. You're supposed to look at them from their from the people's point of view back then, and you're supposed to understand their culture from. That's the only way you're gonna understand mythology. That's pretty much it, you know.
あんた、あの女先生とどういう仲なんだ?
She's hot. That's what, and I'm trying to get with her.
同僚だよ。ほんの何日か前からだけどさ。
Say what you want. I'm trying to get with her.
何言ってんだ? 口挟むなや。
Why is this guy so defensive about that?
俺に任せてお前は黙ってろ。集中したいんだ。それに八神さんは今何も嘘をついちゃいない。
How do you know that, mother fudger?
ただ言葉足らずだよな。聞くよ。澤先生と同僚ってのはどういうことだ?
Forget Kutsu. This Soma's guy's perceptive as hell. Yeah. If Okutsu's the bronze, this guy is the brain right here. Replaying Max Payne 3, I didn't end up enjoying the story. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love the story, dude. It's dark. It's really dark. But you could see that the first two, they had this sort of meta reality to it where it kind of blends in some like things that were unreal and they mix in with the real. There's like a sort of postmodernism or even like meta modernist sort of feel to it, and I really did enjoy that. But the third one's interesting because that's when Remedy sold the license to Rockstar, and Rockstar took that and made it its own independent game. And it's very interesting. I want to write about this one day too, but it's a modern, to me, Max Payne 3 is a modern retelling of Dante's Inferno with some Hemingway style to it. Like, I really did enjoy Max Payne 3 because of that. It was so new, it was so different, and even though it like really brought in like some it really pushed away some old fans, I kind of liked it though, and it made me go back to play the first ones. And I remember getting scared of the very first game. That opening scared the bejeebus out of me so much, dude. It was like so horrifying to watch what happened to Max's family, and seeing this as a kid, it was like, holy shish. It was like reading, maybe not reading Blood Meridian, but dude, it really scarred me as a kid and all that, you know. But yeah, I remember, but still not as good as Max Payne 2. Most badass game on it. Max Payne 2 was great because it was, a friend of mine talked about this. I liked Max Payne 1 because of the Norse mythology that it had in there, of the Viking gods and all that. I did not know that, seeing it first seeing that, playing the game. And the way they buried that within the whole John Woo sort of style and the hard-boiled neo-noir detective stuff, I thought that was implemented really nicely too. But the second one just has that nice pitch of neo-noir darkness that was just great. I loved it. I wish I was married already. I would love to, dude. I want to have kids, but this economy sucks. I cannot afford it, and sorry, just no woman nowadays is really interested in getting involved with a marriage, unfortunately. And by the way, how society is, dude, I don't think it's ever going to be ready. There's a reason why we're in a downward spiral with birth rates. But you know, hey, dude, you can break the cycle. Perhaps you can actually go out and actually get someone. I'm not trying to discourage you, but just you know, go out there and do what you want, dude. Find that one girl if you want to. Just watch yourself, though. That's all I'm saying. Society pretty much said it's guns on men and all that. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, all right? I'm not trying to be provocative. I'm not trying to be an edgelord. That's just the way it is. Yeah, the death of Max's friend Baldur, leading it to Ragnarok. Yeah. Like they have those little references, and I thought that was pretty cool. I never picked that up on the on my first viewing. The funny thing is, they did something similar to that with Alan Wake, actually. And I thought that was kind of fascinating because it made me think that there was kind of like a crossover world between the two because they're very similar. And the second one, we have the character that's practically the spiritual successor to Max Payne. He makes an appearance, voiced by oh my god, McCaffrey. I think that was one of his final voice roles, actually, before he passed away. Long live the legend, dude. That guy had such an iconic voice. Hey, why ain't you married, Dark Morgan? No woman would. Yeah, exactly. Final Catholic college I went to had people graduating younger than me. They already married the multiple children. Look, man, what I'm saying is don't compare yourself to others, okay? You're on your own fucking race. Never compare your fucking race to others. They got their own race they're doing and all that. Just be yourself. Do the best you can. That's it. And try not to compare yourself to others because that's the one thing that's the thief of life. That's the one fucking thing I gotta remind myself too. And trust me, when I see hot women, dude, trust me, I feel that sort of envy and all that, you know. Forget Akutsu. This Soma guy's perceptive as hell.
俺は星稜校からいじめ調査の依頼を受けてた。それで澤先生とは同僚みたいなもんだってこと。
なるほど。
彼女はどうした？
今頃は自分の部屋で休んでる。
What do you mean by that?
別に彼女に用はないんでね。俺らの狙いは。
桑名か。
そうそう。あんたあいつを桑名って呼んでるよな。どうもそこが俺らの調べと違う。
He's the guy, isn't he? He has to be the guy. It has to be the guy. Oh, and if that's the guy, then she has reason to hide him. Maybe. Oh. Kawaii.
その桑名ってのは偽
His name is Kawaii, isn't it?
名だ。
偽名？
偽名。
ああ。あいつはなんだ？あんたの前でどういう肩書きになってる？
He's the fixer. Roll.
質問の答えは2秒以内だ。
桑名ってのは何者だ？
He's a fixer for all I know. He's a handyman.
偉人長の。
Yeah. How do you know that?
知ってる。こっちで長いこと便利屋をやってるらしい。
便利屋
How long though? Because does it match with the timeline of the other guy disappearing?
さんか。へえ。その口ぶりじゃ、あんたも最近あいつを知ったのかな？
Correct. We only met like what? 5 days ago? Last week?
彼。本名は北方ってんだよ。
Kitaka.
聞き覚えは？そっか。答えなくていいよ。初耳だって顔に書いてある。
Takata? Who's Zig?
俺でなくて
Explanation?
わかる。
Did we hear that name before?
じゃああんたが言うとこのその桑名さんがどこへ逃げたか当てはあるか？俺たちは奴に用があるんだ。
I have no clue.
もし知ってても、お前らには絶対に教えない。
絶対に教えないね。ま、今のも嘘じゃない。ただ正確に言うと知らないから教えられない。だろ？あんたはその便利屋の情報を何も持っちゃいないんだ。
Oh, Theo.
それが何を意味するかわかるか？
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Of course, it would. Probably more accurate that you. Turns out you. That means you have no more. What? So you're gonna waste me right now, dude?
下手に賢いとこういう時損だな。
This guy is such an asshole. I thought this guy would be chill, but I kind of fucking hate him now.
じゃあ俺からも質問です。この場面で俺たちはお前を生かして
Where's Kaido when you need him?
それとも生かして返さないでしょうか。
I hope Kaido walks in here, kind of like in,
その顔は答えを知ってる。
kind of like how we saved him.
多分正解だ。あっさり殺すような真似はしねえ。なぶり殺しにする。じっくりと時間をかけて地獄を味わってもらうぜ。
That's a real.
お前らは偉人町まで来て何をしてんだ。
Seriously.
なんでクワナを追ってる。あいつが何をした。
メイドの土産に教えてやるってとこだが、そいつもくれてやる気はねえ。
Wow, this guy is a piece of shit. Dude, this is like being in the gulag right here, dude. The chair looks like my lunch table chairs at the last college. They torture you in them too?
すかした探偵さんよ。まだまだ終わりじゃねえぞ。おい、あれの準備だ。
The Soviet Russia chair sits on you, yeah, right?
しっかり押さえとけ。
Oh, Jesus, this is like Scarface now. Ay, Dios mío.
こんなチャンスめったにね
Oh,
えぞ。
feo.
動画撮っとけ。
Bro, what do you think you are? Are you a
人
fucking
間どこまで嫌われた
cartel?
らやってみたってそうだ。再生数すげえだろうな。
You guys think they are the fucking cartel right here?
手の先っちゃから少しずつ切り落としていってやる。まずは右の手首、そして左手首、右肘、左肘。こいつは儀式だ。てめえから行け。切り込み隊長にして。
俺らもやるんすか。
全員やるんだよ。今後歩けにさ。
Look, even he's like, bro.
みんなこいつの死に様で思い知ることになるんだ。ここにいる全員やるまで死なせんなよ。さっさと行け。
That's how they did it in the Soviets, man. Soviet Russia.
やめとけ。阿久津はどうせ自分じゃやらねえぞ。スマホの前で証拠取られるような真似やるわけがね。結局お前らだけがバカを見る。
言ってくれるじゃねえか。ざけやがって。
Jesus.
だからぶちまけてやる。
Oh, oh, the boys are here. Right on time, too. Right on cue.
なんだてめえら。カイト。なんでここに。どうやってこの場所が分かった。
Smell the shit from you, dude. That's how we can find you.
杉浦。
Seguda, my boy.
ターボーが随分世話になったみてえじゃねえか。阿久津。
これから見せ場が始まるとこだ。そこで
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a leopard, I guess, or probably a cheetah. I can't remember.
おい、出口塞げ。全員ここで始末する。分かってるな。もう今さら抜けらんねえぞ、お前ら。
そうだな。俺もここにいる全員誰も逃がす気はないよ。
Hold on, I know you guys are saying things, but bear with me for a moment. God, I gotta go back to learn martial arts, dude. Just like, I miss the old days. Jiu-jitsu would really be helpful, by the way.
なんだったら休んでてもいいぞ。
それはどうだろう、カイトさん。八神さん、自分の手でやらなきゃ収まんないって顔してる。
Like a protagonist in any movie.
楽しませてくれるじゃねえの。やっぱ殺しには惜しい。ずっと首輪でもつけて手元に置いとくとするか。
多分今の俺がお前をどんだけ殴っても 罪に問われないんじゃないかな。情状酌量で。あ、お返しさせてもらうぜ、阿久津。
Let's do this. I hate to write my grilled cheese story. The final Catholic college graduating younger than me. I really hope the fairy tale teacher gets me those writing prompts so I can take that class. It's frustrated me for years since I wrote the fairy tale after that class. And I wrote the fairy tale without even thinking of the class. You ever hear about that teenage gamer that died in the mid-2000s that's about to be canonized as a saint? What the fudge are you talking about? I never heard of that. A teenage gamer that died in the mid-2000s? What? I never heard of that. It was the only guy that they would constantly. Oh, it was the only guy there that would constantly get every other person at the table to be. It was God. Wait, what? I was the only guy there that would constantly get every other person. It was God gifting me with the main character slice of life anime treatment for not having my wife show up already. Oh well, I mean, consider yourself lucky, dude. I kind of had the same thing with my time in college too, dude. But I feel like I kind of didn't pursue it. You know, I was too shy. I was always the kid that was just too shy with a lot of women, dude. I always thought girls like to be treated nicely and all that. Oh, he's such a gentleman and all that. It's all bullshit. All that stuff that they have with the movies with the romance, dude, it's all bullshit. So, you know. But hey, dude, if you can still have that with women, dude, I'd say go for it. Still treat women just women and all that. And just be the man. That's all I'm saying. I made a lot of memes about my lunch table because of being the only guy there. Yeah, I hear you on that right there. They do a meta thing with Max Payne 3 and Alan Wake 2, with Alan Wake talking about Max Payne about his new story that he didn't write. With a bit of melancholy, it felt like the story had gotten away from the Sam Lake's. Oh yeah, no, that definitely sounds like that though. That's definitely Carlo Acutis. I've never heard of this guy. That definitely sounds like Sam Lake being the loudspeaker for that. So that's not surprising. Mr. Lake is definitely known for that. What the fudge was that? What the fudge was that? What is going on? Just gonna use. By the way, that would hurt. Dude, that's concrete. That shit would hurt so terribly. Yeah, Seguda. I remember seeing that one anniversary of Max Payne where it would show Sam Lake doing the infamous or the famous oh, you didn't. No, you didn't. Where he did the infamous Max Payne stare. Meanwhile, McCaffrey would oh my goodness gracious me, would be doing the monologues for him. It was great. It was just like a good Payne homage of the legendary Max Payne, you know. So close towards the end of Mr. McCaffrey's demise, by the way, which is very hard to hear about. Let's just get these guys out of the way. I don't care. Kind of grateful that they're actually dropping ow. That they're dropping revival stuff. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Beat the shit out of him, Charles. Beat the shit out of you with Charles. I don't give a fuck. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Dude, stop blocking and let me hit you. Uh-oh, he's pissed. Now I done pissed him off. Okay. Fudge off. Wait. didn't. Dude. Cut me some slack. Hemingway style. Let's do this, baby. Yep. He's got the chair. He's got the chair. Now he's going to do the RKO. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's new. RKO. Beat the shit out of you, Charles. I like that with the chair, by the way. Get off of me. Boy, nah, I don't think so, my guy. I don't think so. Always read their body movements, gentlemen. If you're doing martial arts, one of the best ways, so I don't know how much you guys do fighting and all that. Not that I'm saying you should be looking for fights to prove yourself or whatever. But the best way you can tell how to read someone's body movement, never look at their whole body, never look at their face, look at their chest and collarbones. That way you got that nice perceptive vision of everything they do and try to read off of them. That's the way you do it. That's the way I was taught when I was doing karate back in the days. That was rough too, dude. They hit you. They legit hit you if you don't block. Oh. It was always a disadvantage for me because I was always a boxer. Then you better start making those answers. Are they connected? Dude. It was our turn for the interrogation. Oh, this little bitch runs away like the bitch he is. He was canonized as saint last September. Why? Like, I'm not saying a saint cannot be a gamer, but why? What exactly has he contributed to the church? That's what I'm kind of curious about. I mean, cool. I guess we got a gamer saint in the Catholic faith, but why? If it's an appeal to culture, it's like, come on, dude. I don't know. Just because I'm Catholic doesn't mean I agree with everything that the Pope does, all right? Let's just say that. Part Catholic, I should say. I'm just kind of torn in the middle because I was raised in both cultures of the Catholic and the Protestant, so I kind of accept both. Led to conversions, miracle established, passed away at 15. What was his miracle? I mean, good on him for making those conversions. I guess that should count for something. It should definitely count for something. I'm being pretty sincere about that. But what a miracle did he establish? Okay, 3 hours and 13 minutes in.
Ah, Saori-san. 俺と電話がつながらないってすぐ海藤さんに知らせてくれたんだろ?
Okay, so normally go to the gym. I'm gonna keep streaming for another 15 minutes. That way we make it a solid 3:30 seconds. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Because I still need to go to the gym and work out. By the way, gentlemen, I always encourage you all, guys, if you want to grow old and stay healthy, dudes, very important you invest right now on your health. Please make exercise a thing. I know some of you are your artsy fartsy stuff. I know some of you guys are your nerds, but please, therapy. I'm not saying that therapy is bad and all that, but mental fitness in the gym will definitely help you out as a man. I'm dead serious. That testosterone, that's not ideology. This is all biology I'm talking. Please give yourself at least 30 minutes at the gym or something like that. You're going to need it. Why am I saying this? I'm turning 35 soon, okay? I'm not getting any younger, and I want to hold on to as much youth as I can and stay hot for the ladies and stay healthy. So always try to spend some time at the gym, fellas, all right? I'm probably going to make a paper of that too. Good on you, bro. If you got that, that's good on you, Zach. Then guess what? That's one thing done for you for today. So I hope it's really helping you out, dude. I understand that you're having some hard times right now. Oh, seriously, I hope you do that, man. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but there were many miracles attributed to him. I think they were healing related, man. 26. That's still a pretty good young number, dude. Stay to the gym, seriously. I'm gonna look this kid up then. Saint Carlo Acutis. I gotta know who this is and do my own research on him. We'll see.
そっからは街中の防犯カメラ漁って俺を見つけてくれたんだ。おかげで助かったよ。
Nice, Sukomo. There she is. There she is. Ah. I'm in love with her. She's perfect. Perfect.
八神さんがいつまでも電話に出ないのはおかしいって。
じゃああいつにも礼を言わなきゃか。
ええ。ところでカムロ町で調べた河合信也の情報についてはさっきお伝えした通りです。
What about him?
かつて黒川学園のいじめ加害者だった河合は5年前に知人らしき男女に連れ去られたきり、それをガールズバーの女性店員が見ていて RK はその情報をもとに河合が殺されたと判断した。
So he was murdered.
わかった。けど沙織さんはもう RK と関わるのよした方がいいな。
Yeah.
あいつらヤクザより簡単に。
That was really ballsy of her to do that, by the way.
まさか八神さんまで危ない目に遭うなんて。
こっちは今沢先生のマンションに戻ってきたとこ。カムロ町で河合を探してたはずの RK がなぜかこのマンションで桑名って便利屋を待ち構えてたんだ。
What was his other name again? Kitakana?
普通の便利屋よりも守備範囲が広い。偉人町の裏社会にも顔が利くようなやつでさ。桑名って
Is it Kitakana was his fake name?
でもそんな得体の知れない人が
Apparently.
どうして沢先生のところに。
ああ。だから彼女から桑名の話を聞こうと思う。沢先生には今度こそ知ってることを洗いざらい言ってもらわないと。
わかりました。いろいろ見えない状況が続いてます。お気をつけて。
Oh, don't you worry, baby. Don't you take care of
今は
yourself.
頼もしい味方が2人も一緒だから。
I need to take her out to dinner.
よう、沢先生の部屋は何号室よ。
今俺が一緒に行くから慌てんなって。
Must be really nice, Sensei, that you can afford your own apartment. Must be really nice. I wish I could have that sort of money to do that. Wish I could have the sort of job to give me that. Must be real fucking nice. I hate this economy, dude. This economy sucks dick. Sorry. Excuse me. So yeah, guys, health always counts, dude. Please invest in it right now while you're still young, while you're still... Try to quit smoking like I'm trying to quit smoking, and watch the diet too, dude. Right now I've actually redid my diet where I'm actually doing low carbs and intermittent fasting. So right now it's already 11:53. It's going to be 12 o'clock midnight. I cannot eat. Also, I'm in my 18-hour window where I cannot eat anything till tomorrow. So I'm doing that with I'm talking about for health, your diet and all that. Invest in yourself with your health and your diet. Try to exercise as long as possible so you can get that in longevity. You don't have any body problems. When I look at my old man, dude, okay, I love my dad and all that, but he's made some mistakes in his life that kind of put him where he is, where he's at retirement. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't want to retire. I really don't. Like seeing, and you know, he's not the only one. I've seen other people do the same thing. I've seen other people do the exact opposite, where they actually change their lives with investing in health and all that. So they want to live a good, healthy life and age gracefully. But seeing it's like some other individuals do, where they just kind of give up and don't do anything, it's not good. You wear away like so previously. Really not good. So invest in yourself with your health, exercise, dieting. Doing as much all that's possible. I just want to be married and have as many children. I kind of want the same thing too, dude. But first off, I kind of want to be with women. All that I want to find that one woman. But the economy sucks. Society's kind of against. It's pretty much against male nowadays. Like, come on, dude. There's a reason why a lot of women are in college nowadays. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything like that. I don't have to be. That's them doing it. Okay. So we're living in a time where it's going to be really hard for us to be men. Women are going to have a lot of loneliness later on, but we're going to have problems later on down the line. It's just really not a good time right now, you know.
もう何事もなかったみたいだね。
Oh, wish I could have my own apartment. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yeah, look at this guy. Trying to look all good. Must be nice to have all the hair too.
どうした？鍵がかかってない。
The guy Soma came back.
澤先生。
Oh shit.
おいタモ。
They took her. Bro, if she ends up being murdered, I'm gonna fucking lose my goddamn mind. Don't say it. Don't you say it.
Sonna. 嘘だろう。
I cannot believe they actually went that far. No fucking way. They actually went that far. They actually went that far with this, dude. I was not expecting that she would be killed off. Holy shit. This is like so much better than the modern fucking Star Wars movies that we have, and season 8 of Game of Thrones with all these characters with their fucking plot armor, dude. No one is safe in this, dude. I cannot believe this. I didn't think they would go that far with this. This game's got balls, man. I want justice.
の前に突然降りかかる清涼高校教師沢陽子の死。彼女を殺害した RK 相馬の目的は
I want to kill that motherfucker.
偉人町の便利
Oh,
や
I want to kill him.
桑名を捕まえることにあるようだった。偽名を使っていたという桑野の正体をめぐり、八神は底知れない闇に直面していく。
Maybe he didn't collect all 900 pine cones. Wow. I cannot believe they did that. I seriously could not believe they did that. Ziggs, any thoughts? Dude.
はい、わかりました。なるべく部屋の中のものには触らないと。この部屋の中で待ってればいいですか？今現場にいるのは僕とあと2人。河村町の探偵で八神さんと海藤さん。何日か前からうちを手伝いに来てもらってるんです。
Don't touch your body though, dude.
はい、わかりました。警察すぐ来るって。
Technically, they should not even be in this place because now it's a crime scene and any little tampering can be a fucking... Anything that they do could be tampering.
そうか。先生を殺したのは相馬だ。
I think so too. Fucking piece of shit.
先生には用はないって言ってたのに。なんで沢先生が巻き込まれなきゃなんねんだ。それが知りてえなら、俺らは探偵だ、タボ。普通の仇には見えねえものが見える。気づかねえことに気づける。今がその力を発揮する時なんじゃねえのか。
そうかもね。
You think, of course he...
この現場で問題なのは誰が先生を殺したかじゃない。なんで彼女が殺されなきゃならなかったのかだ。
Wow.
沢先生はどうやら便利屋の桑名と知り合いだった可能性が高い。だから
Yeah, I'm going to the funeral now.
出た相馬たちはここに押し入った。
となると、この部屋で探るべきは先生の交友関係か。その中に先生と桑名との接点が見つかるかもしれねえ。
That poor woman, dude.
ただその桑名っていうのも偽名だったらしい。
That poor woman.
本名は確か
北方
だ。相馬がそう言ってた。
That motherfucker is going to fucking die. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking murder him. On Minecraft, of course. I don't have much time until the police arrive. I have to be as thorough as I possibly can right now. That piece of shit, dude. God damn, dude. That motherfucker, dude. There's a fucking ice pick.
多分アイスピックだ。相馬が先生に突きつけてた。
That shit's gotta be so painful. That poor woman, dude. Oh. That poor woman, dude. What's that one? What is that one soliloquy from Macbeth? She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow, tomorrow. Creeps in this petty pace from day to day until the last syllable of recorded time. And all of our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hours upon the stage, and then is heard more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That's right, I memorized that whole soliloquy in Macbeth. I'm a Shakespeare fan, like, what can I say? These motherfuckers. Someone broke it down. Cut the door chain. Cut the door chain. They came ready. They had tools for the heroes. I can't imagine how scared Sawa Sensei must have been watching all. Fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking find him. I'm gonna kill him. I really like that woman, dude. She was such a sweetheart, and she was gorgeous as well. And bro, that poor woman, dude. Poor... A trail of blood, probably hers. How far does it go? How since his blood managed to reach this far? But it's like blocked off from the Kurokawa Academy yearbook. I let Master Alaya Sakura do whatever she wanted to do. Heroes never die. Which one's Alaya Sakura? Again, I'm sorry, but dude, I've been out of the Star Wars universe for a long time, bro. I just don't like what it's turned into. So I'm out of it. I love KOTOR and all the other stuff. By the way, if they're gonna make a remake, it's gonna fail. It's gonna suck. So I know.
Sawa Sensei が高校生だった時の卒アルだよね。黒川学園の。なら、マミやユイとかいじめ加害者の河合なんかも映ってるんじゃない？
Oh, you know. Oh, that's right. She was the one that got killed in Execute Order 66. Bro, man, do I have a thing for blue Twi'lek chicks, dude. They're like, those little pigtail antennas they have just Heroes never die, man. You're right. Memories of
どうする？アルバム中を見てみるか？いや、でも殺しの現場で物を動かしちゃまずいか。
見るなら早くしないと。そろそろ警察が来ちゃうよ。
じっくり見る暇はないってことか。となると。
Now think, what do I do with this yearbook? If they catch me with this, I can be arrested for tampering. What would Jesus? What would Jesus?
このアルバムは一旦預からせてもらおう。警察には
I'm
後
probably
で
gonna get in
渡す。
trouble for that.
ここでやらなきゃ、もう俺らがこの部屋に入れることはない。
一旦預かるって。
It's not. It's not at all legal. That's tampering. We gotta do it though. If we want to get to the bottom of this, we gotta find out.
学園の卒業生らには三越場殺しの件で不審な点がある。
And this.
けど今そう考えてるのは俺らだけだ。警察がこのアルバムを見たところで何も引っかからないかもしれない。
Have a good night, Bart. I'm gonna be turned into, so you know.
なら俺らが持っとくべきだな。
Probably after this is done, so we're gonna be finished soon.
そう言ってるんだ。考えてる時間はねえぞ。杉浦、警察の相手は俺らでやる。お前はアルバム持ってすぐここ追ってろ。
僕が泥棒する役？
役じゃねえ。
Bro, you are the.
お前、もともとカムロ町の窃盗。
Exactly.
そういうこと言うんだ。はいはい、わかったよ。
It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. I don't have much time until the arrive. I have to be can right now. That's pretty much everything. I hate these guys, dude. I hate these fuckers badly now. She wants you to. Yeah, she does. I cannot believe they killed her, dude. I seriously can. I'm shocked that they did that. They pulled that off in this story. Was murdered by her apartment by Kyuso. I'm gonna kill this guy. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. Either that or bring him to justice. And I better see justice. Yoko Sawa, teacher at City High, age 30. You could have been my wife, man. Seriously. Was murdered at her own apartment. Multiple members of RK, a newer gang based in I cannot believe they pulled this off right here, dude. Oh, whoops. Woman who know too much. Oh, the woman who know too much. That's a nice play for Hitchcock right there. Multiple members of RK, a newer gang based in Tokyo, had previously broken into her place. A short while later, Kazuki Soma, the leader of RK, also intruded into her apartment while Yagami was away. The victim was killed with an ice pick via a single stab to the... I want to know the window of murder, though. When was she killed? Was she killed after after he was knocked out? Was she killed after he got out of the sticky situation he was with Soma and Akutsuko, or whatever his name is? Like, when was she killed? Because we obviously saw her alive when he had the phone on. Said she was asleep. Maybe he even killed her when that happened. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take great pleasure in killing. Murder in her apartment by... That's upsetting. That is upsetting, dude. Oh, here comes the detectives. Now, not the guy. Oh, that's him. That's him.
相馬和樹。カムロ町の RK って半グレグループのリーダーです。
そうかい。じゃあそれで一件落着だな。
Oh,
そちらはこの現場をどう見てるんです？鍋さん。
慣れ慣れしいぞ。あんまり調子に乗るな。
沢先生の部屋には無数の男たちが押し入った足跡がある。お前らも含めてだがな。まずは足跡の分析、周辺防犯映像の解析、目撃情報の聞き込みをして俺らは星たちを絞り込む。もちろんその RK も調べるよ。 ご協力に感謝だ、八神探偵。
さっき検視官がその部屋に入ってったみたいですけど、遺体を見てたんですよね。
ああ、とりあえずざっくりの状況だけな。この後澤先生の遺体は司法解剖に回される。
そのざっくりなところで死因と
I need to know
死
the
亡
time of
推定
death.
時刻は。
死因は首の後ろ、盆の久保への一突き。アイスピック上の凶器によるものと考えられる。遺体は死後3時間程度とのことだ。
3
3
hours.
時間。じゃあ俺がスマホ越しに彼女を見た後、
So he killed her anyways, even though they got a hold of him.
すぐだったんだ。
Soma from Arcade tried to get rid of me too. These guys won't hesitate to kill someone. What a fucking... Why would they go this far? What do they want with Kuwana?
ナベさん、警察はすぐに相馬を手配するべきです。
相馬ってのは今警視庁に紹介中だ。顔写真もねえのに手配もクソもねえだろ。
じゃあ街に出てる半グレっぽいのに片っ端から職質するのは、ここらで見慣れない顔がいたら RK のメンバーです。
気持ちはわかるが、そう熱くなんな。それより俺は便利屋の桑名にも興味がある。偉人町じゃ古参の住人だ。あいつがなんでカムロ町の半グレに追われてた？おまけに桑名ってのも偽名だって。澤先生とはどういうつながりがあった？
それ全部知りたいですよ、俺も。
肝心なとこの情報がねえんだな。まあ今日も帰っていいよ。ただしいつでも連絡が取れるようにしといてくれ。
いいんですか、鍋さん。
ああ、こいつらは首はつけない方がいい仕事するタイプだ。
口は悪いが人見る目はあるな。あんた
なんだよ。
鍋さん、江原のことは聞いてこないんですね。俺この間拘置所で接見してきましたけど。
ああ、あの件な。
江原が三越場を殺してる動画が出てきましたよね。俺はその件で澤先生と話そうとしてたんです。
つまり
今回の澤先生の事件と三越場殺しには何か関連があるかもしれません。なら江原から何か情報を引き出せるんじゃ。なのにあいつにはもう興味なしですか？
俺らはもう江原にだけは触るなと上から言われてる。もし奴を三越場殺しで調べるなら、その前に判決の出てる痴漢の有罪をひっくり返せたとさ。そんなの警官の立場でできるわけねえ。おかげで三越場殺しの調べはもう誰にもやる気がない。うちも警視庁も検察もだ。
捜査ってのは刑事にやる気がなきゃやめてもいいわけですか。
That is crazy.
解決の見込みがありゃ今からだっていくらでもやる気出すけどな。江原が怪しいのはみんな100も承知だ。それでも触るなと言われてんだよ。そういう事件は俺ら現役バリバリがやる仕事じゃねえ。署の片隅で塩漬けにされるんだ。
じゃあこの澤先生の件も同じことになるかもしれませんね。
おい、口に気をつけろよ、これ。
その目つきは俺らにじゃなくもっと他に向けてくださいよ。臭いもんへ蓋しようとしている上の人たちに。
なんだと？
よせ、侍。
This is so crazy. This is so wild. Scandalous. Very scandalous.
本当に急なことで私も先生方も
Bullshit. This guy is
まだ
hiding
詳しい
something.
状況を警察から聞かされてはいません。澤先生がその何らかの事件に巻き込まれたということで、皆さんにもマスコミのマイクが向けられるかもしれない。でもどうか相手にしないようにしてください。私たちはまだ何も知らない状況だし、皆さんがマスコミに何かを説明する義務は一切ありません。今はただどうか澤先生のご冥福をお祈りしてください。どうかどうか。
では3年生の端から順に教室に戻りなさい。
八神さん、理事長からもし学校にいらしてたら八神さんとお話ししたいと、沢先生のことで。
わかりました。理事長室ですか？
ええ、よろしくお願いします。
So wild. I should head over to the chairman's office, but it's going to be hard to talk. Damn straight it is. This is the worst, man. I'm so shocked that they actually pulled that off with, like, dude. They said, what, you got this pretty character that you care about? Guess what, Father Mucker? We're going to take her away from you just like that. So unapologetic about it, too, dude. It's like something you would not see in modern cinema nowadays. It's so crazy. It's good because it really brings you into the story and makes you see how much further things are going to get in. And I like it. It's good so far. It's such a damn shame that this went by the wayside of just disappearing after Nagoshi just going on. This is a good IP. I really do enjoy Lost Judgment. It's Judgment itself. So, all right, guys. With that in mind, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to try to make myself available tomorrow in high noon. We'll carry on playing with some more Lost Judgment. I'm going to be weeping about Sawa since, dude, like, she should not have died, but here we are. Wild. With that in mind, guys, thank you very much. Have yourselves a good night. God bless you all. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. If everything is smart and not stupid, we'll see. Good night. Good luck. May the darkness watch over you and protect you always. Bye-bye.